think you should take it up high.
Yeah.
The replays of that first round. A stern look from Marc Goddard as a couple of the shots coming right in on the break. Second round underway here.
Be looking for that low kick from Grillin.
Yep. Nice movement backwards. Went straight back door. Shoot to the sides. There's the kick again. That's the setup. Yep. Oh, that was a good one. Good head movement. Oh, look at that.
Nice takedown.
Cough up a lung. Flat on your back. Zuki. Surrender.
Nope.
That was nice. Ducking a hook.
Yeah, definitely out of position, falling over. Doesn't look good in the judge's eyes there.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left.
Oh,
nice counter.
Turn it up here.
Yeah.
Got you. Right now, Grillin's controlling the center of the pit fairly well. There, as you can tell.
I love it. He's doing the feinting that you've been talking about all the time. Nice job. Body lock, put it down. He's creating some distance, though.
Yeah, Grillin's done a good job here.
In the first
getting on
round,
top one more time.
He did some great ground and pound.
Short shots on the inside.
Yeah.
Marc Goddard's going to separate them one more time. Got about a minute left.
Okay.
Man, nice one.
Right hook. Everything that Grillin said his game plan was, he's actually doing. So this is good. He's controlling his emotions. He's in and out. He's throwing the low kicks, then the middle kick. We're waiting here, Steven and I, for the high kick now. Oh, nice cross. Counter at the inside low kick right away.
Oh, lovely slip to move out of the way.
Yep.
George Perez is going to have to find something here.
I feel like Grillin has kind of put him in a box. He's going low, going to the leg, going to the body.
Right, he's imposing his game so thoroughly.
Yes. And I feel like Perez has no idea what to do now.
After that first round, I think it's a good time.
Somebody is moving a microphone all the time. Super annoying.
This is where Grillin has got to counter. When he swings and misses, he's going to have to let that right hand go because Perez is swinging and missing, but Grillin's not countering that. Good, but those leg kicks are there all day.
Seconds. That's round number 2 in the books.
I think Grillin is taking it away now. I think he's striding ahead.
He's getting really in control. He's doing a great job.
It's been from the opening 10 seconds, really. He's just slowly imposed more and more and more. Take a look at some of the replays here. Effectively, George Perez, what's he got to do now to find his way back in? We're fairly confident he's 2 rounds down. He's got 3 minutes left to turn it around. What does he do?
He's going to have to close the gap and let his hands go. He's got very, very heavy hands. He's just got to let it go.
He's got to come, yeah. He's got to go forward because...
Answer back with your own leg kick. You know?
Yep.
Well, let's see what the demeanor looks like as they start this 3rd and final round.
Grillin, look at that face, Grillin. Look at the focus in his face. You can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, you see that slight reach advantage for Grillon as well. It's really starting to be obvious as he stands up tall, and the Frenchman barreling forward with vicious intent. Well, sorry, Perez.
Perez.
Just-
yeah, but that's what he needs to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
You called it.
That was great. A
That's
nice
the high
kick. That was
kick.
the high kick. You should have set it up with the low kick, though, because
Yes.
it's too early in the round.
We get a great shot here, pit side of the eye contact between these two. A lot of feints coming in from Grillon.
I feel like Perez
Yes,
is not.
that's the knee. Oh, he's grabbing
Oh.
the neck. Cannot do that with the knees. You got to throw without grabbing the opponent.
Yeah, you can grab the opponent and pull them onto the knee, but you have to have ceased contact as the strike lands.
Ah.
It's an interesting nuance the referees have got to be aware of here. The fighters have been briefed in great detail about the intricacies of that rule application.
Ooh, that's nice. Keep going. Yeah,
Another
that was
head
it.
kick.
I love it.
The first two rounds, he was setting that up. He was throwing the low kick, throwing the body kick, and now letting it fly up high. But like you said, throw the leg kick to the first, then set it up
That's
high.
it. And then keep
Oh,
looking low.
lovely shot on the break.
Yeah. Grillon
Big.
is really finding his range.
Got to be careful there, though. Again, landed low, tried to duck out of it. Anxious moments for George Perez here. Grillon with the center of the pit.
A minute.
Oh, good counter.
nice.
Catches the kick, comes down again. He's targeted ground and pound here. Lovely posture as well.
Beautiful.
Wide base, getting up high. And Perez is looking
Yes.
a little bit beaten here.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's looking defeated, getting up slowly.
He's breathing and he got hit in the bread basket. So that will work against you.
Final 30 seconds, just a lot slower coming forward there. Easily avoided by Grillon.
Whoa. That was a nice high kick. That was close.
Grillon has definitely imposed his will on Perez this fight. Oh, nice
Oh.
right hand.
Again, putting him back against the wall. Closing seconds here. I'm fairly confident we know which way this one is going.
Yep, did everything that he said he was going to do. I
Very
love that.
strategic fight from Grillon. Awesome. Stuck to the game plan. Put Perez in a box, and he had no idea what to
Yeah,
handle.
he really did impose very, very early.
Yeah.
He did everything. It was beautiful. You know, all the setup, the emotions control, that was the best. You know, because when the fighter, the first time when he fought, he didn't run out of gas, but he was really, really powerful and emotional. And this time he was in complete control.
Yeah, it was something he said he really wanted to work on, actually. So I feel like he really did make use of his training camp coming into this one. He did exactly what he said he'd been working on.
Yep. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Look at this. Boom, that was that high kick.
Ooh.
That was beautiful.
Final replays here. This was that last sort of half flurry from Perez where he got the kick caught. And again, look at the posture on this ground and pound. It's a wide base, standing up high. It's excellent work from Grillon here. A little cheeky up kick, but never really in danger. Let's go ahead and get the decision from our third fight of the evening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision out of the red corner from France, Kenji Grillon.
So unanimous decision win for Kenji Grillon. No surprises there though, but Wonder Boy. Final thoughts wrapping up that bout.
Well, like you said, Grillon imposed his will. He went out there, he crushed it. He stuck to his game plan, and sometimes it's that easy. You stick to your game plan, and it's that easy.
Yeah, I gotta say, Buzz, I'm excited to see what he does next because we saw a genuine, focused evolution from fight 1 to fight 2, and some of the best low leg kicks that we've seen in Karate Combat.
I think he did phenomenal. I think from all the fights we had, he was the best fighter tonight till
Oh,
this
yeah.
moment. He picked everything. He used his reach, which was really nice. You know, he's got long arms, but to stay away from your opponent, because people get emotional and they close the gap too fast, and then they jam each other. They can't really extend their arms. He didn't do that.
I think that was what I was most impressed with, is how calm he was
Yep.
and how strategic he was in sticking to his game plan. And it was almost like he saw everything coming.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing how he takes the mental boost he's going to get from that and the momentum into whoever Karate Combat can throw at him next. Of course, main event tonight, we mentioned it a couple of times. Igor de Castaneda is taking on Ross Levine for that middleweight championship. Here is Layla with a quick preview.
Tonight, our dominant and undisputed champion Ross Levine will be taking on Igor de Castaneda, a man who's been carrying frustration for almost a year now. You see, this is a rematch of a battle that Ross won by TKO, a result that Igor disputed in that moment and has continued to dispute right up until now. Today, they can put that all to bed.
Ross Levine versus Igor de Castaneda.
Both these guys fought each other before.
Ross Levine finished Igor de Castaneda with a beautiful kick.
Igor Castaneda unhappy with the decision.
I hit him with a spinning axe kick and my heel hurts. He was hurt.
Para mí, yo hubiese seguido.
He should be very happy that he's healthy.
Perhaps he could have been given a bit more time. Claro que quiero un rematch.
Years passed since then. These guys are new fighters.
We have a new middleweight champion, Ross Levine.
I'm here to fight everybody. I'm going to wipe the entire division clean.
This night, the best fighter in the division, Igor de Castaneda, the Iberian Bull.
Ross Levine, you might be looking at a rematch, my friend.
The fans, us, we all wanted to see this fight, and that's why this was the fight for us to make.
I'm here, I'm ready, and we're going to get after it again.
Ross, I'm coming.
Yeah, so I've only got go ahead.
So
Layla,
that is
I've
an
got-
exciting main event coming up later. Next up, we've got a really interesting bout and a little bit of bad blood brewing from the way in. Shahzeb Rind and Gabo Diaz are up next. Bas, I'll start with you. Shahzeb Rind, he's our first Pakistani fighter to join the roster here, and actually originally comes from a bit of a wushu background.
Which is really great because they also have cake takedowns. It's a little bit of the same rules that we have here at Karate Combat. He says he feels great. His game plan is going to be striking, close, wrestling. Yes, I love to see that. He loves the front kick to the face. I love it. He will throw body shots and he will use the wall, and he believes that the knockout will come tonight.
Yeah, Wonder Boy, his opponent tonight, Gabo Diaz. Guy's a little bit of a wild man, and
Yes.
he's very, very fast.
He is very quick, but he knows his opponent is a kickboxer, but he says, you know what, no problem. He's going to counter his attacks, use his back fist and the back kicks, and also has a new kick that he's not going to reveal to us until he steps out there into the pit that he's going to use to the face.
Yeah, I promise you, we do try and find out when they say that what it's going to be. Most of the time, they don't want to tell us.
No, and then, by the way, if Gabo is going to win, he said he's going to do the Rutan jump. He's
Ooh,
going to
let's
do the split.
see.
So let's see what happens.
Okay, lightweight action coming up now. Here's the head-to-head. Shahzeb Rind and Gabo Diaz.
Shahzeb Rind, Gabo Diaz. Shahzeb is coming from Pakistan, a new member of the Gochet team. He just recently moved to the US to train full-time and to fight in Karate Combat. He's going to face Gabo Diaz, who fought at KC37, our last show in December, and won his fight. Very, very interesting fight. I can't wait to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth bout tonight is a lightweight contest. Our first competitor fighting out of the blue corner, representing Venezuela, Gabo Lee Diaz.
So his nickname, Gabo Lee Diaz, the easiest way to explain that is he's walked around all week wearing Bruce Lee's Game of Death yellow and black tracksuit. So that's how he sees himself as he comes out for this one. 1-0 on Karate Combat, beating Sami Nkali due to a dislocated shoulder, actually, last time out.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, representing Pakistan. Welcome, Shazad
A lot of support in the house for Shazahib Arind. A lot of people watching back in Pakistan as well. Told me there's a bit of a big screen viewing party going on. And it's, you know, he doesn't feel a lot of pressure, but, you know, he's the first guy from his country in a sport that's emerging a bit over there. So he's really trying to be a bit of a trailblazer as we look at the bio for Gabo Diaz, who is standing stone-faced in the corner, 25 years old. He's going to be the shorter of the two fighters. Take a look at those leg and arm reach numbers as you see the taller fighter, Shazahib Arind, making his debut here. So he doesn't have the experience in the pit of his opponent, but I don't think that's going to bother him. Very confident young man every time we've spoken to him.
All right, fighters, it is that time. Time to enter the pit.
Karate Combat 38 is powered by Hedera. Wayne Spinola, your referee for this one as we get underway. White pants for Gabo Diaz, black pants for Rin. 3 minutes on the clock. Now Rin with a much more traditional boxing type of guard and movement coming forward here.
Very smart.
Yeah, switching to southpaw. Stomping front kick, and Diaz winging that left hand.
Nice right hand. Very calm fighter.
Ooh,
accurate.
I like the kick sequence there.
Front kick to the face. He was talking about it. Look at that.
Yeah, we talked about how fast Diaz is. He said spinning back fist was definitely going to be a weapon for him. There we go. We're seeing it early. Diaz has actually been living in Orlando since last year, training at Fusion XL Performance.
Oh, nice head kick. What?
Very good control. Distance is good.
Oh, the trading takedown attempts there, both stepping across for, well, either the Harai or the Uchi, depending on where their legs were going to land.
Rindy was trying to go for the throw.
Ooh,
and Diaz was like, oh, let me try it.
I like the timing on that.
Oh.
Spinning back kick, and Rindy's not letting it go. Diaz bounding up and away. That might be the highest we've seen anyone hit the Karate Combat wall.
I thought he was launching himself out.
Like Matt Max with the motorcycles rolling around.
Oh, aids an uppercut there.
Oh,
again, Rindy's vicious with this ground and pound.
Wow, pinpoint accuracy.
Woo. Wonder if
Diaz is tough. He took them shots. He's back up.
Wonder if that's going to make Diaz think. Rin staying very composed.
Beautiful. I like the fades, the leveling, everything he's doing.
Yeah, looking very fluid.
Nice
Ooh,
check there.
Yeah, high block.
Yes.
Basura Bruce Lee. Basura Bruce Lee. Tiene nada, bro. Tiene nada.
Well, Rin starting to march him down a little bit.
That was close.
That was good timing, too. It went right across his head. If that would have landed, that would have been devastating.
Whoa, nice counter there. Hook cross. And a back fist again.
And again, trying that spinning back fist. And Diaz having to hang on for dear life here.
Look at me. Look at me.
Big section of fans in the crowd for Rin.
Ooh, nice counter with the leg kick.
So beautiful. Let it miss and then counter. Yeah, he's very much in control. Lind.
Wow, great first round. Exciting.
Yeah, really, really interesting first round. We knew this could be a sleeper for Fight of the Night and absolutely playing out as such.
Oh, yeah. Very calm fighter, man. Very calm fighter.
He looks great, but you know, Diaz gave with the hook cross he threw. He started feeling hitting his target as well. So.
Well, let's take a look at some of the replays here and the handiwork from these two young men.
Let's see if we see the runaway. That was nice. Here we go.
You know, you gotta talk about the experience of Rind, because he's 24 years old,
Yes.
and he has a kickboxing record of 75-4 between kickboxing and wushu.
Yeah, well, you can tell.
Can't verify it, but he said he thinks it's about a 60% knockout rate.
He doesn't know. It's whatever. 75.
75 and
you
4.
Can,
75 and 4.
You can definitely see the experience from Rind.
Yeah, looking very very calm. He's actually done a couple of months training in prep for this one at the Goat Shed Gym here in Miami, so definitely getting some local support as well.
Vamos, basura. Vamos, basura. ¿Qué es eso?
The constant level change that Rind's doing as well.
So
Throws
good.
your opponent. Yeah.
Look, he's switching
Look at that.
southpaw to orthodox as well. Backing Diaz up. Oh, goes for the Uchimata off the Wizard, just not quite hopping through it enough.
Good
effort,
hits
though.
good hits from Diaz.
One of the times being the shorter fighter and a little bit lower to the ground helped him out there. Oh, and that's nice work from the Venezuelan.
Diaz landed a nice liver kick there in the middle.
I'll let the shove off
Yeah,
at the
well,
end of the
you
break.
know, you
Whatever.
guys were standing right next to them at the weigh-ins. They didn't really like each other.
No, at all. Those always make for excellent fights, though. The bad blood.
Sure, you've never had any in a fight, Stephen. You're far too nice.
I eat them up with niceness.
Oh, I saw the karate guy who came to film you and interview you. That clip you sent last week on Instagram. That was funny.
It's a very movie-like tie of the belt there. Staring him down. Eats a shot on the way in, though. Can't count Diaz out. You really can't.
Rind is definitely beating in and landing that right hand. Very flush.
1 minute, Sunday.
Diaz might be hurt right now.
Yeah, I think Diaz is used to wanting to be the aggressor and be the one who's a little bit wilder and kind of, you know, pushing it. But he's on the back foot very soundly here. About 40 seconds left in this round.
Oof. Nice. Diaz is definitely slowing down a lot.
Yeah,
in
you
this
see him
second
breathing
round.
heavy also.
Yes.
And Rind starts going for the body even more now. He realizes that as well.
Both of you,
Yeah, we did wonder how conditioning would play into this one. I mean, Rin's certainly coming in phenomenal shape. Oh, that's a good left hand. Very targeted, very precise. Diaz covering here. And you got to remember, he's not considered grounded against the wall. Wasn't till right at the end there you would even start the 5-second clock, and the momentum is firmly in the corner of the Pakistani fighter. And Stephen, I'm going to blow your mind a little bit more here. Shazaheen Rind said 90% of his training before he came to Miami was from watching YouTube videos.
Stop it.
No, he'd see something he wanted to do, and he'd just try it.
I never thought, because we have guys come to the gym and say, yeah, I've got years of training I learned off of YouTube or Kung Fu movies.
Yeah.
And it's laughable.
Yeah.
But when you see this guy, it works. You watch a YouTube channel, you know, or you know, other fighters' breakdowns, he's using it very well. He looks sharp.
This was the replay at the end here, and Diaz getting really pushed back against the pit wall, and he's not a down fighter here, so these shots all completely legal. What can Gabo Diaz do, guys? He's very much on the back foot. He's got to find some spark to bring this one back for him.
If I was him, I would definitely keep at the end of my kicks, because that right hand of Rind is definitely landing. So using the side kick, using that spin back kick. There's the side kick right there, right off the bat.
And he needs to fight dirty now. He's got to go in there, fight close distance, hit body shots, maybe uppercuts. On the distance, he's going to be picked apart.
Yeah, it's going to take something very
There we go.
decisive from Diaz.
That was-
Realistically, a knockout is or TKO is what's needed.
Oh. And that kick was with the instep, but it was right on the solar plexus. Did you see that? There was
Oh,
a
yeah.
little movement in Diaz's eyes, so I don't know what that did.
You talk about
Look at me.
Diaz having to
Fight.
get kind of gritty and in there, but it was a nice little forearm shove off from Rin to just try and break the space right on the nose of Diaz.
Oh, yeah. That makes you think twice about closing the gap.
Oh, man, look
man.
at that.
Now Rin is just having some fun, I think.
Yeah. Grabbing the kick, throwing down again, ground and pound, using his reach.
Yeah, look at that. Really nice. Driving the hips in to lift the head out of the way, help clear the legs to the side. Lovely posture.
Hey, my time, my time, my time. Put that in.
Oh,
Put that in. Put that in.
Diaz
Don't let that
having
get pay attention to the fight.
a war of
Ready?
words
Let's
in
go,
the
fight.
corner of Shazahim Rin, and they're just calling their fighter on. Something tells me they're not really going to put things to bed once this round is over.
Well, that shows where Diaz's head's at, right? He's not in the fight. He's listening to his opponent's coach. And that tells me that he's not all there.
You can't let your emotions go, man.
Exactly.
Because now he starts loading up, his punches telegraphing all over the place. He's got to watch out.
And for
And it makes
Rin,
him more tired.
and knowing that his opponent's emotional, you got to stay focused to finish it, man. You can't get silly out there. You can't get crazy, start dropping your hands, because anything can happen.
Oh, could you imagine one of those spinning back fists
Oh,
to
yeah.
suddenly land with a minute left? Rin goes straight to the body. Basarun special.
1 minute. Cross to the body. Most of the time set up for a left hook.
It's a little bit too little, too late from Diaz there. A nice ground and pound again from Rin. And that's been a huge weapon for him in this bout.
Look at me. Look at me.
35 seconds left here. He looks so calm. He just, nice little inside check on the bicep. Just pause here. We've got a clinch. We'll break again. Very much a flow state. But he's a chopping kick up there.
That was nice. That was nice. Listen,
There's
he's
the
tired,
right.
but Diaz is in the fight, man. He's still going.
Yeah, good knee up the middle from Diaz. He wasn't the one clinching, so that was a legal shot from him.
Front kick face. Maybe.
Last couple of
one.
seconds. Wow. The acrobatics till the end from the Venezuelan. They're going to head back up to pit side. We're going to look at some replays. Something tells me we're not going to be in for a fourth round here. I think that one is pretty decisive, guys.
Yeah, that was really nice work. I think we have a really great fighter added on to our roster here.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. You know, one of the fighters we've had come along, make a debut, and just being like, yeah, they're there, they're at that level. Give them somebody, you know, right. Really good. Look at that shot at the end from the corner.
The vicious ground and pound from Rin.
Right.
Oh,
I
my
mean, it
goodness.
was targeted. The posture was
Yes.
good. Wanting to stay safe, clear the legs. You know, this was the closing moment from Diaz, and Rin wanting to get one last shot in here.
Wow.
Well, let's throw it down, make this one official.
All right, ladies. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both of these fighters tonight. Our winner tonight by unanimous decision out of the red corner from Pakistan, Shazib Rai.
Shazaheen Rind gets his win here in his karate combat debut, along with a lot of fan support in the house. Getting a little tour of the pit here with the flag of his nation. Very interested to see what he says off the back of this. Very articulate young man. And he's going to head up pit side here and get a word with Layla.
And clinical against an unpredictable and fairly wild opponent. Did you find him quite unpredictable in that?
Yeah, it's my plan. I was, just relax, chill in the ring, enjoy the ring.
Now, you must tell me about your incredible fan base. They were so loud throughout, and we know Pakistan is backing you as well. How was it for you hearing them whilst you were in the pit?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy because all of Pakistani community is here for me and they are supporting me. Back in Pakistan, everyone is supporting me. Everyone is like crazy. And I love my country and I love you everyone for coming here.
Congratulations.
Big shout out to my coach and Laura Avlet. They supported me a lot to get here. So I really respect them and I'm here because of them. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Thank you very much.
Robin Black, what did you think of that bout, sir?
Karate is a physical expression of skill and not spreads. It originated in Japan and then spreads globally. This young man showed the colors and textures that Pakistan has added to the karate game, particularly his rhythm. Really hard to decipher his rhythm. He was dancing to a different song, and that rhythm, that rhythmic movement was so hard for his opponent to deal with, and he showed skills in all areas and expressed them beautifully. This is a lightweight that we're going to keep our eyes on in Karate Combat. Congratulations, sir. That was a wonderful fight.
Thank you, Mr. Robin Black. Stephen Bass. Look, lightweight division's got some big hitters in it, right? Louis Rocha, Gus Grievous, fun stuff. What do you think about Shazeen Reed in this division?
I think he's going to do great because he's got the length and he knows how to use his reach. And that's everything.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the replays here. Talk us through it, guys.
Oh, man, spin back kick. This is where Rin right here, oh, well, he's chasing him, but I think where he came out was the takedowns and that vicious ground and pound. He was very calm, and that's what made the difference. I think, even though it was his debut, it showed that he belongs with Karate Combat.
And it showed this sheer amount of experience he's had from, 79, now 80 bouts coming into this one.
It was just, like I said, on the money, everything he said. He started with the front, he stood ahead. I think that Diaz hurt him because he blocked a few of those. He pushed him to the side, so that was good for him to do. Diaz had his moments as well. The back kick landed, that running away, I thought it was great. The hook cross or a cross hook landed. There were a few things that he did really well. But Rin was just way too much in control, using his reach. Again, everything is reach, everything is range. And Aski, he's the master at that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, always nice to have a new fighter come in with a bang here at Karate Combat. We've got one more, which is great. How about we go and take a word for the first time tonight with our roaming pit-side supporter, Alex Wendling.
Hey.
Thank you, Josh. I am standing by Logan Chitwood, content creator, also known for his chat face over here, and an anime star. You've been to many Karate Combat events at this point. You're a Karate Combat vet, but how is the energy in this event tonight?
This event tonight, hey, Karate Combat, the crowd has always brought a great energy because everybody's all up close to the stage, and you can see everybody, so they always bring the energy every fight.
I love how it's very intimate, of course, and we just saw a great fight. The crowd over here, the Goat Shed support, but man, we have even more action to come. The main card, I know you were doing some content creation with Ross Levine, but is there anyone else on that card that you're interested in seeing fight?
I'm ready for the Bruno Souza fight, the Battle of the Brunos. James Vick, I've been watching him since he fought in the UFC. Legend, so I'm excited for pretty much every fight tonight. There's no fight that can go wrong, so it's always going to bring the action. I'm always excited to see every fight.
Yes, it's April Fool's, but this card is no joke. Yeah, I stole that from Boss Rutan. I'll send it back to you guys.
So a lot more action coming up next. Why don't we go ahead and take a sneak peek at the launch of our Karate Token coming up May 10th.
Hey everyone, Boss Rutan here. Coming this January, Karate Combat will launch the Up-Only gaming app. Now, in the new app, you'll be able to collect free Karate Combat tokens and then vote on your favorite fighters with those tokens. Simple, right? Now, if your fighter wins, you earn more tokens, and if they lose, Not a problem at all. You lose no tokens and just try again at the next event. You can also support your favorite Karate Combat fighters by boosting their potential fight prize pools, so your favorite fighter can take home more rewards when they win. Now, more tokens means more influence over future fighter prize pools and other leagues' decisions. You got it all. And for a limited time only, receive 2 times the standard Karate bonus sign-up tokens after the initial launch when you sign up right now. So go to karate.com/airdrop or scan the QR code on your screen right now to receive twice the standard token allocation. So don't miss out. Sign up right now. There's no purchase required. So let's talk about the difference between point karate and karate combat, which is full contact karate. In the beginning here at Karate Combat, you saw literally guys, they were fighting and they threw a punch, yeah, and they stopped. And then that guy just started coming with combination. They realized, oh, crap, I got to make sure that I'm going to make combinations. So these guys just saw them grow and getting stronger and stronger. You have to understand, we have Olympic level athletes here who turned away to Karate Combat and now fight full contact.
That's right. When karate started in the 1800s in Okinawa, it was more like Karate Combat that we have today. Perhaps they modify the rules and they make it more like point fighting karate because of safety. However, in Karate Combat, there's no beginners. These are for the elite of the elite. So you'll make sure that the fighter that we see, it doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, and the origin from karate, the empty hand, right? That's what they said. It's when the government took all the weapons away from the people, and they realized, oh, we need to find something to defend ourselves, and that's how karate was born.
That's right. The idea is to make your body a weapon, and knowledge is the weapon.
Hey, I don't need a weapon, because I am a weapon.
Indeed, you are, my friend.
Thank you.
Always fun to have Georges St-Pierre join us here at Karate Combat. Right, coming up next, we are moving on to our only ladies bout on tonight card. Melinda Fabian taking on Erika Santos. 2 different fighters here again, taking different paths to get here tonight. Melinda Fabian, you know, she had a great debut, very complete fighter after a lot of MMA experience, but it's been a substantial amount of time off for her.
Yes, she did. But, you know, she came back better, stronger, faster, worked hard on the footwork, angles, never go straight backwards, distance, all very important parts of fighting. So super smart. And she is looking to deliver a knockout blow by body shot.
Whoa, body shot, huh?
Body shot. I love the way she's thinking.
I'd be excited to see that. Her opponent tonight, Wonderboy, is Erika Santos. She's got a lot to prove after suffering one of the most significant women's knockouts, or knockouts in general, that we've seen on Karate Combat against the Myra Molina.
Yeah, Santos, she said she's trained with the Pitbull brothers, worked hard on her punches, her back kick, her distancing, and of course, timing and her jumping knees, which I would love to see. She wants that win because she wants a rematch with Myra Molina.
Yeah, I think this is could be a really interesting clash of technical styles here. Let's go ahead and see the heads-to-head, Melinda Fabian and Erika Santos.
Melinda Fabian, former UFC fighter, is coming back to the pit. She's gonna take on Erika Santos from Brazil. Since her last fight, she adjusted and she believes that she can beat Melinda. Whoever wins this fight will get to a position to be one of the top contenders for the first ever female World Championships in Karate Combat.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 5th bout of the evening is a bantamweight contest and the only female fight of the night. Our first competitor out of the blue corner, representing Hungary, welcome, Melinda Fabian.
Well, that is not Melinda Fabian. It's actually Erika Santos from Brazil in the blue corner, 33 years old. She comes here with a record of 0-1. Of course, she had that KO loss to Myra Molina back in 2021. Has been training full-time at the Pitbull Brothers gym to try and really get into the kind of style needed for this full-contact pit fight environment. Very confident, though, coming into this one.
Well, training with the Pitbull brothers and Luis Rocha, the champion that we have here.
And her opponent,
to give you
fighting
confidence.
tonight out of the blue corner from Brazil. Welcome, the Pitbull, Erica Santos.
In case you hadn't guessed, this is actually Belinda Fabian from Hungary, the Predator in the red corner. As I mentioned earlier, a couple of years away since we last saw her fight. She's had a few niggling little injuries she had to take care of. She's been working on building her own business as well, but eager to get back. Getting back to karate combat has been her goal, and she is here to make it pay tonight. Tail tape for this one, Erica Santos, 33 years old, standing 5'4". As you see, hailing from Brazil, she's got the current champ, Luis Rocha, in her corner here tonight. Belinda Fabian from Hungary, Kempo stylist. A little bit older at 35, but a very, very complete all-round fighter. Your referee for this bout is Mark Goddard.
Fighters, it is now time to enter the pit.
The pit. And just a reminder to Karate Combat fans, you can download the free Karate Combat app on May 10th. Grab your free allocation of Karate tokens, no purchase required. Black pants for Fabian, white pants for Santos. Orthodox stance for both fighters here as they have a lot of early movement. Slightly taller is the Hungarian.
Santos working that body with the right hand. Ooh, came up top with a blitz from Santos.
Nice job.
Yeah, it was good, quick punches from Fabian, but a nice counter from Santos to score that takedown. Fabian measuring, trying to stay out of the range of that jab. Santos going to the body.
Yep, second time she's done that, and I love it.
It was a nice tight left hook from Fabian,
Oh.
though. Trying to work the angles on the way in.
So a little headbutt action there, huh?
Women.
I love the way Santos is going to that body. You don't see that a whole lot. You just focus on the body, right?
Yep, and it's a perfect setup. But again, you know, and then suddenly you're gonna fake it. Lower yourself with that cross.
Again, that was a nice cross straight to the body. Fabian still pushing forward undeterred, though. Good shots up. Well, a quick break called there.
Nice movement by Santos.
I love it.
See, that's how you move backwards.
Tough to hit that spinning back kick with no setup. Still Fabian pushing forward. It's a good jab from Santos,
Great.
though.
Yep.
Great stiff jab.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
and
Yeah,
she landed it to the body a couple of times,
Yeah.
so straight to the jaw there was a nice change. And oh, that's good
Nice
work
right.
from Fabian. Gets
Oh,
reversed
nice.
on the trip, though.
That was a nice right hand from Fabian. Meeting each other in the middle. Another right hand from Santos. She's landing it and moving.
Finding a range.
Trying the trip on the outside. They both are, but she gets the throw. Yeah, you've got to be postured to throw the ground and pound there, either standing or with a knee on the opponent or immediately adjacent them.
Ooh.
I gotta say, I think Fabian looks a little bit more serious and focused. Santos
Yes.
has a little bit of a rushed look on her face when Fabian's coming forward.
It's kind of tiring whenever you're moving side to side. A little bit easier to walk forward than it is to move side to side. And that can be fairly tiring.
So first round in the books there. Good work from both these ladies. Actually, I
And
think
just
really
a reminder,
good
Karate
positive
Combat
things for
fans,
both
you
of
can
them.
download
Yes.
They both did good. I really like the pressure that Fabian did,
Combat
constantly moving forward, great movements as well, lowering levels. I really like what Santos did, going to the body, and then later on she found the range and she started connecting.
Boss, I couldn't have said it any better, my
Yeah,
friend.
you know.
That was the first takedown from Santos. It was a lovely catch of the kick here. This was Fabian finding a way in, and again, lots of combinations.
Yeah, like hooks and then make it into straight. She throws 2 hooks and then suddenly she goes up to straights and she's connecting with it. So nice job. Look at that. If that left hook would have landed, that was a little the headbutt action, I think, that we were talking about.
Yeah. I feel Santos, whenever she's closing the gap, she's keeping her chin up. She's got to watch out for that right
and
hand.
that was how she got dropped with the straight right from Amira Molina as well.
And especially she has to look upwards now because her body's taller.
Ooh, gets clipped with the right hand on the way in.
Nice
that
right
was a
hand.
Nice cross. And I was just going to say, Fabian has her chin up also a little bit. She's going to watch out.
Oh, ducking into that one, though. So as we said, very even from both these ladies here.
Yes.
Most of the time when you attack tall fighters with headshots, they lean backwards. So the next target will be a body shot, like a big left hook to the head so they can see it and then boom, cross to the body.
That's right. She's going to the body as Fabian's coming in, but when she throws that jab up high, she needs to throw it as she's leaning back, just like you said. Oh, nice right.
Got up quick, but walked straight into a right hand again. It's a lot of forward pressure from Fabian through the first minute of this second round.
Good counter over top from Santos.
Ooh. Oh, walking on the cross.
Girls are throwing some, ladies are throwing some.
Beautiful throw.
Yeah, lovely. I think it was a Haragoshi. Couldn't quite see.
I like her head movement also. When she walks in, she moves to the left and to the right, right? It's cool. And I'm talking about Fabian.
Can't quite hear what Mark Goddard is telling her here.
He said Boss Wooden is a good-looking guy, isn't he?
Fair comment.
Don't look now, but he's watching the fights.
Again, we reminded you, I think, in the opening bout, aggression is a very highly scored bit of criteria here at Karate Combat. So the counter-striking from Santos is good, but Fabian is the one really pressing forward here, and she's landing a decent amount herself.
But the counters from Santos are good.
Santos is finding her mark.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying the crispness of the left hook from
nice.
Fabian.
Uppercut
That's
hook cross.
good work from the Brazilian.
That was nice. Up hook, uppercut hook cross. And she's connecting with him. Oh. Yep, chin was up again. Oh, there we go.
Oh, another throw. Well, not quite. Because one thing we don't talk about a whole lot is if you land a throw very cleanly there, you're plowing your body weight through your opponent. You're doing more body damage by hitting them on the way down.
And especially if you land on the floating ribs here, because that's where the diaphragm is attached.
Right.
Oof. Yeah, you give that thing a shock.
It's usually the one being thrown fatigues faster because it makes it harder to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing a little bit of wear and tear on the face of Fabian here. That left side of her forehead. She's clean right there. It was a little bit dangerous from Santos turning and running away.
Oh.
Wow, Fabian relentless though.
Yeah, the only thing I would say for Fabian, you know, if she works a little bit of in and out movement, that would make it so more
right, a little bit predictable coming forward.
Yep, right.
That's why she's walking on the punch. So.
Santos she's just throwing her right hand out there. She's just running right into it.
Let's take a look at some of these replays here, this second round. Here we go. This is a clean throw. There we go. Big Harai. Probably the cleanest we've seen so far.
Boom.
Oh, charging the head into the chest. That was a lovely overhand right.
That was the hook that she just missed. Oh, look at
this.
She
Cleared the guard out of the way.
Yeah,
that was lovely.
Nice.
I didn't see that in real time, I gotta say. And that was a little left hook that could have been a lot worse.
Santos has got to stay away from the clinch. I just feel like Fabian's just the bigger, stronger opponent, and the throws are there for her every time.
And I would really throw crosses to the body. Again, the big left hook, let her head move backwards, because if they expose her body, they land on the solar plexus.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Fantastic fifth bout here. Karate Combat 38 from Miami. Josh Palmer, Bas Rutten, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson here. Pit side for you. Melinda Fabian, Eric dos Santos going at it into their third and final round here.
Ooh, nice. Good strikes there from Fabian.
Nice left hook. There's Santos. There's the in and out movement. It's almost like she's listening in the corner in between.
Well, we are close enough, it has to be said.
Yeah. Nice cross hook.
A lot of swelling over Santos's left eye, under Santos's left eye.
Yeah, both these ladies wearing a little bit of damage here. Fabian calling for Santos to get up in short order. Santos, Fabian trying to hide behind that lead shoulder now.
Wow. Yeah, she's coming the whole time. And now she's in and out. She let her miss. This is good. There,
Oh,
look at
wow.
that, 2 of them.
Yeah,
Good
two
blitz.
straight rights there.
Once I start seeing an opponent start breathing hard, that's when it clicks in my head. I should start going to the body more.
Yep.
Front kicks to the body, side kicks to the body.
That's it. That's everything. And also when they lean back, they almost can't flex their abs.
Yes.
Yeah, so body shots are great.
No, Santos doing a good job of getting out of that headlock this time.
Yeah, by moving to the side. I like that a lot.
Oh, good uppercut she landed as
Yeah, she landed the prior round, uppercut hook cross.
Oh,
Now she
man.
did it.
She is finding that right hand every time.
as you said though, Fabian is coming nothing but forward.
That's it. She should throw some roundhouse knees with her long legs. That would be great.
Oh, leaning into it, into the final minute of this bout here.
Still fainting now. Well, nice counter by Santos.
Yeah, nice knee as well.
Nice.
Man.
Switching stance and then across. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and she's going low, going high.
Oh, yeah. Stopping before she wanted to do something, but
Yeah.
she realized Santos was close to distance, so she didn't do it. That was nice. All these little moments are very important for fighting, and she's pulling it off.
You got it right. Ooh.
Throw a fake front kick.
I love
Man,
the pressure from
great
Fabian. What a great fight.
Yes.
This was a great fight, yes.
Both got shiners under the left eye.
Yeah, definitely some wear and tear. I mean, I don't think we're going to get the sudden death fourth round. I think the judges can render something from that. But what do you feel, gentlemen, as we look at the replays from that third round?
It's a hard one because Santos landed some power shots, but you know the moving forward, the aggression, everything is from Fabian.
Yes.
The head movement. So in my book, I believe she's got the victory.
The whole pit control, I think Fabian landed the heavier blows, and I think that she's coming up with the win for sure.
Yeah, generally the volume, and as you said, the aggression,
Yes.
constantly coming forward. And it's not needless forward pressure. It was very useful and effective forward pressure.
And then also at the last round, she actually we said it in between rounds. She should go in and out movement, and then
She
she
did
started
it.
doing that in the third round.
She heard you, boss.
That's amazing, you know, when they adapt like that.
So we've got an official decision here. Let's go ahead and see who's going to take this bout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision out of the red corner, Melinda Fabian.
So Melinda Fabian takes the win here, as we thought she might. We mentioned she had a couple of years off for a bit of a knee injury, starting to grow her own sports science conditioning business as well. And she said the goal was to get back here, and boy, did she do just that.
She did just that, and she learned a lot. I mean, she came back with a bang.
Let's see what she's got to say. She's pit side with Layla.
Melinda, so an impressive win there. Just make sure you don't step backwards. Now tell me, the second and third round, the forward pressure meant everything. Was that part of the game plan originally?
Yes, of course. I was listening to my coach as we exercised before during training camp. He was saying the same things all over and again.
And that was an important win for you. Tell me what it means.
It's very important when you have to be conscious in there. You have to listen to the tactics. If you lose 1 second, you do a mistake, you get a little bit hit, you don't stay beautiful. You have to stay nice.
Congratulations. That was a big win for you. Twice now undefeated in here. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. And I want to thank for the organization for having me. It's a very big honor to have me here. Thank you very much, Karate Combat.
Thank you.
Fabian, she is victorious here, and 2-0 coming in, a bit of time off, but clearly better than ever. Really like to see her get some good bouts in this women's bantamweight division.
Yeah, who's going to be next? I mean, her against O'Meara, is that the same weight class? Yes, of course, because Erica Santos fought her. So that could be a really good fight. And I think, with her reach and the way she's using her reach, I'm pretty impressed.
I am too, man. I mean, she's been out for a while, like you said. She showed good poise out there, stayed calm. And like you said, she imposed her will.
And listening to her corner the whole time, making adjustments as needed. A really good fight IQ.
Yeah, and boss. She listened to boss.
No, but I like also, so she throws front kicks, and then she also threw fake front kicks.
Yes.
So once she landed, and then she lifts her leg, and then she punches it. I love that stuff. And faking, you were talking about it, and I talking about feinting. More feints we want to see, and see how effective it is.
And some solid throws out there. Beautiful throws.
Yeah, really, really nice. We said she was a complete fighter coming into the pit. She showed it. She reinforced it tonight. Excellent work from Melinda Fabian. Let's go and throw it to Alex Wendling one more time, who's with, I believe, Thiago Silva.
Oh.
Yes, the girls always bring the action, and here supporting Melinda Fabian today is the legend, Thiago Silva, and man, we just saw a war. Your wifey's in the crowd, screaming and shouting for Melinda. Yeah. How special is it that she got to get the win tonight?
Oh, that was very nice. It's very satisfying, Melinda is my friend's wife for a long time. They friends from since the neighborhood, and I'm so happy to see her winning, it's very satisfying.
Yes, and Melinda was the first Hungarian fighter in the UFC for a woman, and you've also competed in the UFC, but now you're getting to see this different environment. How special is it to see what Karate Combat does? It's completely different.
It's completely different, but actually I like a lot. I like the rules, and I like the fact that you can strike and you can take people down. It's very nice. Actually, it's very fun. I would love it to do one time if I could.
And we have a bunch of more action coming. Ross Levine on the main event, defending his middleweight championship bout, but is there any other fight that you're especially looking forward to tonight?
Personally, I don't know the people who's fighting. That's my first time here. I came to see Belinda, but I'm enjoying the show so much, and I really hope to see good fights.
Awesome, and you have two beautiful daughters here tonight. One of them got too shy and ran back into,
very shy.
But we have another one that's having a great time here. Give us a big smile. How are you feeling?
Good.
She's feeling good. We're feeling great. We're in Miami. It couldn't get any better. Thank you so much, Thiago. Enjoy the night. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Alex Wendling and Thiago Silva. Great to have a lot of fighters from different walks of life in the crowd here tonight. Guys, we have just about finished with what we're kind of considering our preliminary portion of the card. We've got our kind of 4 feature bouts coming up next. Lots to look forward to. What can everybody expect coming up?
I think this was the appetizer, right?
Yes.
We had some good fights also. They start getting better and better. It was perfect in order. And so, but I'm really looking forward to this now. What's going to come up?
These are the guys that have been at the top for a while now. And this is where it starts to really hunker down, and you can see the technique, the skill, the fight IQ, which is what I love. You know what I mean? So these guys are at another level.
Yeah, 4 outstanding bouts coming your way next. We're going to take a very short break. Join us again shortly for more Karate Combat 38 live from Miami.
We're going to have Ross Levine versus Igor de Castañeda.
Both these guys fought each other before.
That's back against the face, spinning wheel kick to the head.
Ross Levine finished Igor de Castañeda with a beautiful kick.
Igor Castañeda unhappy with the decision.
I hit him with a spinning axe kick, and my heel hurts. he was hurt.
Para mí yo hubiese seguido.
He should be very happy that he's healthy.
Perhaps he could have been given a bit more time.
Claro que quiero un rematch.
Years passed since then. These guys are new fighters.
We have a new middleweight champion, Ross Levine.
I'm here to fight everybody. I'm going to wipe the entire division clean.
This night, the best fighter in the division, Igor de Castañeda, the Iberian Bull.
Ross Levine, you might be looking at a rematch, my friend.
The fans, us, we all wanted to see this fight, and that's why this was the fight for us to make.
I'm here, I'm ready, and we're going to get after again.
Ross, I'm coming.
Camp is great. You know, every camp, I've always said this throughout my career, it's not about who my opponent is. It's about how can I get better from event to event, from week to week, from day to day. So we've been playing a lot of that. So like the stab and then here to the hand fight. You know, right here, I'm up in Toronto with Bazooka Joe Valtellini, and it doesn't get much better than that. So, you know, always trying to add pieces to my game and level up my skills.
And just see how I don't stop that beat. He's definitely a different martial artist. He's like I can see how he improved much, getting better and better. Every time that he comes here, it's a different athlete, different martial artist. It's been amazing. Day one is always a fun one because it's getting reintegrated into the Bazooka system. So it's taking the stuff I remembered from last time, trying to integrate it, and then learning that next level. It's always taking a step up. Always like whenever I go anywhere, really like any training session is putting on the white belt, right? Empty cup mentality. I feel like a lot of times when you see champions across all platforms, they hold so tightly that world title and then they've hit that high and then they go in their next fight and they lose a fight they should have won. So in my opinion, I'm still on the hunt. I'm still fighting. I'm not defending my title. I'm winning another title. And that's what we're going to see, come April 1st. I'm not always a huge fan of rematches, but at the pro level, when you're the champion, you don't get to choose who's next. So I think it's appropriate for him to be next in line. He had a great knockout in his last fight. So if he's the one who's next, then that's what we're going to do. I hope Igor's training hard. I know he had some injuries after his last fight, but I'm looking forward to another great fight with a well-conditioned, better conditioned Igor. I don't believe at all that our last fight was a fluke. I'm really not concerned about that. We've already moved on long past that. So if he's still focused on what happened in that last fight, then he's in a lot of danger moving forward. Last fight was June of last year, and we were hoping to get on one of the Karate Combat cards towards the end of the year, but couldn't find an appropriate opponent. So since then, it's just been staying in shape, leveling up.
Ross looks great, man. Ross is always training. Ross is always in shape. He looks strong, and he's more than ready to defend his title.
Now that we're adding knees to the rule set, I've been developing all different setups and ways to bring knees back into my game. Obviously, in my previous career before Karate Combat, I was able to throw knees, and we took them out. So now getting a chance to add them back in has been an awesome piece of my training, and we have a lot of new opportunities to show off some skills that we've developed, and we're excited to let that loose in the pit. Different. I think there's equal pressure for every fight. Again, I don't look at any fight, whether it's a championship fight, a contender fight, a defense. A fight is a fight. There's no additional pressure for me. Again, I just focus on getting better and better each day, and the rest will take care of itself. In this weight class in Karate Combat, the competition is catching up to me. So as long as I continue to learn and grow from fight to fight, I'm going to be hard to stop.
Ross Levine is a special combat artist. He's also on the front end of kind of the American invasion of fighters.
I'm a third-generation combat fighter. Both my father and brother are Taekwondo black belts. My grandfather was in the military. Fighting is in my DNA.
In his first fighting, we saw Ross disassemble his opponent. He started at the bottom, worked his way up, got to the body, and he beat him up from the ground up.
My second fight finished with a great TKO that went viral. My first two opponents are a perfect blend for me to lead up and fight Shaheen. He did a good job, and it was a really hard-fought victory. as the champion. I'm at the top of the mountain. I'm going to wipe the entire division clean. But again, I'm here to do damage and walk away with that world championship.
El training camp ha sido el más duro que he hecho en mi vida. Llevo entrenando desde enero, sabiendo que el rival es Ross y con muchas ganas de enfrentarme no a Ross, sino a mí mismo y superarme en ese momento, superar eso y ser campeón del mundo, claro sí. Pues.
Buenos días. ¿Qué pasa? Buenos días, familia. Métele caña.
Vamos, va. Nos enteramos de la propuesta del combate con Ross en enero. Yo sigo entrenando desde después de mi pelea con Franklin Mina en octubre. Estoy entrenando siempre. Sí que paré un par de semanas para descansar, pero desde enero le estamos dando 6 días en semana. Estoy introduciendo en el entrenamiento cosas que no he hecho nunca, como la natación, para mejorar la apnea, la respiración. Y yo creo que es la mejor preparación que he hecho en mi vida. O sea que con muchas ganas de demostrarme, sobre todo a mí mismo, lo que siempre hablo, de demostrarme que soy capaz, de que me puedo colgar el cinturón. Cinturón dorado, el sueño del Igor de 12 años, de 8 años, que estaba en el gimnasio y veía con admiración a los campeones y decía, guau, qué pasada. Pues eso es un sueño para mí. Y lo tengo al alcance de la mano y voy a dar todo de mí para lograrlo y traerlo para España.
Yo lo sé, pero tú lo ves, si el tío no cae. Yo vengo del karate tradicional y entonces lo he tenido a él desde pequeño, pero entonces me he dado cuenta que en esta nueva disciplina hace falta trabajar las distancias cortas. Lo que nosotros hacíamos antes era diferente. Entonces he buscado a uno de los mejores entrenadores por la experiencia que tiene en las luchas de contacto, que es César. Entonces he visto que ha mejorado mucho distancia corta, el trabajo de esquiva, y entonces esto le ha ido pues fenomenal, ha cambiado un montón.
Bueno, yo creo que todo karateca que hace el cambio a karate combat, que al final es otro deporte, pues es un deporte de contacto continuo, es un deporte en el que además hay derribos, es bastante diferente a lo que es el karate de puntuación o karate olímpico. Entonces yo creo que la motivación de todo el que entra en esta promoción como es Karate Combat es llegar a lo más alto, llegar a ese título, y yo creo que la motivación es máxima, es su objetivo desde el principio. Cuando nos juntamos para entrenar y para llevar este camino era lograr ser campeón, lograr ese cinturón dorado, y ya te digo, estamos trabajando muy duro para que así sea.
Sí, contra Ross aprendí sobre todo gestionar la presión. Yo creo que Ross no le puedo... A ver, es mi enemigo, pero se lo tengo que agradecer todo, porque gracias a él estoy haciendo cosas que nunca he hecho para mejorar. O sea, que él es un plus para mejorar. Y en verdad le tengo aprecio y le tengo que dar las gracias. Lo que él no me podrá dar las gracias, porque voy a ir a por él y voy a intentar noquearlo por todos los medios.
He is a very special karateka. Big, powerful, long, rangy.
Y bueno, yo empecé el karate a los 12 años. Le dije a mi padre que quería competir. Me dijo, si quieres competir, tienes que entrenar. Entrené y salí a mi primera competición, y desde entonces, pues no he parado. Empecé a los 12.
When he attacks with intense aggression, and he really tries to get behind that right hand.
Bueno, pues ahora que estoy en Karate Combat, mi ilusión es esa, ¿no? Colgarme el cinturón.
Igor, tarde o temprano, estará arriba en la categoría.
Hasta que no lo logre no voy a parar.
Aprenderé más hasta que llegue a ser un día campeón.
¡Y vámonos!
Well, hello and welcome back to Karate Combat 38, live from Miami, Florida. We're going to move in very shortly into the main portion of our card. 4 outstanding fights coming for you, of course. Top of the bill, Bruno versus Bruno, and Igor de Castañeda taking on our champion, Ross Levine. Lots to look forward to, but first, got a little bit of presentation action for you from the pit.
Oh, this is going to be great. We're going to see a nice little kata, and I told him that at the very end he should do the Rutan jump.
Let's see.
So let's see if he does that.
My man Jet is a little ninja.
Why not? Look at that. Yeah, that's right. Show some pipes.
No prize for you, Stephen.
Nice. Whoa!
All right. Thank you, Jet.
Let's go, Jet! It's just annoying because I can't do that anymore. It's right better. I'll get him.
You're still young to
I'll
us,
get him.
boss.
Yeah, there's a weight difference. I can beat him.
So, Karate Combat 38, we got 4 more fights coming your way. Let's go ahead and take a look at what those 4 fights are. Hopefully, we've got a little graphic to show you.
There we go.
So, coming up next, we're going to see this executioner James Vick taking on Italian Gabriele Sciarra. That's going to be a really fun bout. We'll talk about that in just a couple of minutes. Sasha Palatnikov and Adriano Hadrabayev. That's a very, very exciting clash of styles at middleweight. Of course, only one of them is going to keep the name. Bruno versus Bruno, Assis and Souza in that feature lightweight bout. And of course, top of the card tonight, Ross Levine taking on Igor de Castaneda for the middleweight championship. Lots to discuss, gents. Just a quick word on a few of those. Main event, really, really exciting. Rematch, but exciting nonetheless.
Oh my goodness, where do we start? These guys are just on another level. I mean, you got Mike Vick, who was formerly, James Vick, who was formerly in the UFC, now in Karate Combat. The dude's fought the who's who's. He's been all over the place with great experience in the pit and in the cage. But man, I mean, he's tough, bro. I can't wait for that one.
He's a tough guy, and I would like to see what he's going to do. Last time he almost didn't kick, so I believe that he now is going to kick more, is what he said, and especially using his knees, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, of course. This is the bout that we're going to see in a few moments. James Vick, the executioner, he's returning after that loss last time out. He wasn't really happy with perhaps with us, but with the decision. He didn't feel the decision was correct. We generally did. So a lot to prove for him, perhaps.
A lot to prove, yeah. And he said it. He doesn't want to let it go to the distance this time. But, you know, he just was boxing a lot the last time. So he didn't kick at all because he had a boxing match before it. And I think that cost him the match because, yeah, kicks simply count more than hands.
Yeah, and of course, he's taking on Italian Gabriele Sciarra, incredibly tough guy. And he's really got a point to prove. I mean, look, he bounced back from his match with Ross Levine, but he wants to get this one back.
He does, man. He's a soon-to-be father. Doesn't know a whole lot about his opponent, but he is ready for everything and anything. He's mentally, physically ready to go out there and rock and roll.
Ooh, that's the only thing we can ask for. Rock and
That's
roll.
it.
We're going to see that bout in just a few minutes. Of course, the main event and the co-main event, still lots to talk about. We're going to talk about more later. Of course, Layla Ali has probably got a few things to say as well. Layla, how you doing?
Hello and welcome to Karate Combat, the Miami edition. This is our first time in Miami, so we thought we'd bring a gift for you, a world title fight. It's Ross Levine versus Igor de Castaneda. We've also got a featured bout. It's the Battle of the Brunos. Bruno Giassis takes on Bruno Souza. And if this is the first time you've ever watched Karate Combat, welcome to Full Contact Karate.
We're going to start off the season with a super strong card.
We have a title match on our hands, and it happens to be a rematch.
Levine versus Igor de Castañeda.
Both these guys fought each other before.
Ross Levine finished Igor de Castañeda.
Tuvieron muy pronto. Claro que quiero un rematch.
He was hurt.
Bruno Souza is facing Bruno Assis, two of the top guys in the division.
I am the real Bruno, and you prove it.
I don't have to say that I'm the real Bruno. I just know it.
Who is the real Bruno?
You're gonna find out.
Sasha Palatnikov versus Adrian Hadribaj.
I'm really looking forward to this one, Josh.
James Wick versus Gabriela Chera.
Drops him, keep going.
So lots to look forward to. Coming up later, of course, now it's going to be James Vick and Gabriele Chera. We had a quick word about it already, but we'll just reiterate a few points. James Vick, he really does, like, Bash, you and I sat down with him on Thursday.
Yep.
We had a word with him. It was an interesting conversation because he really has this vibe that is something to prove.
Yes, because of course we agreed with the judges the last time, that we thought he lost the fight, and it's never fun to hear. But I think that once I thought when he would see the fight, that he thought, okay, I should have thrown more kicks. But what it does though is put you in a better frame of mind this time.
Exactly.
And he's going to go in for the kill, and it's going to be better for us. It's going to be better for him as well.
After a fight like that, especially losing, hopefully rekindles that flame and gets you ready to rock and roll and be more dominant in that next fight. Don't leave it up to the judges.
That's it.
And of course, his opponent, Gabriele Chera from Italy, he's got a lot of pit experience. I mean, he's got 5 fights already, mixed record 2 and 3, but he bounced back from that fight with Ross Levine very well with a decision win against Jonathan Broad at KC 35.
Yeah, but when we're talking about it, and Stephen already said it, he doesn't know anything about his opponent. I go, what? You didn't even watch him? And he said, no, he didn't want to watch any fight. And I go, I don't know if it's a smart thing to do because I like to go back in time and pick things out that they always do, the same things. But he didn't do it. He's going to be fresh. He's going to just react, I guess.
I guess, man, you have to be, be able to adapt to your opponent out there, but I don't think he cares what his opponent brings. He doesn't care about that. He's only worried about what he's going to bring to his opponent.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the head-to-head. James Vick and Gabriele Chera.
James Wick versus Gabriela Chera. Wick had an interesting debut. He fought against Jorge Perez and he lost. He was very, very upset.
Neither one of us let anything solid. I pressured the whole time. I clearly won the second and the third round.
And now he's taking on Gabriele Chera from Italy. He won his fight in 2022 against Johnny Bro. Vick is going to be a more experienced opponent with his extended background in the UFC, but Chera said he wants to fight James Vick.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 6th bout of the evening is a welterweight contest. Our first competitor fighting out of the blue corner, representing Italy. Welcome, the toughest animal, Gabriele Chera.
Gabriele Chera from Italy. 2-3-0 is his record. As we said, picked up the decision win last time out. Said he's had a very good training camp, feeling physically and mentally good. Always ready for the next fight. But he's not overlooking this opponent. He said he's thought very long and hard through how this battle could go.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is representing the red, white, and blue, the United States, the Texecutioner, James Vick.
36-year-old James Vick, high advantage in this one, 6'3", as you'll see in the tail of the tape in a few minutes. Real mover, volume striker. We're going to see a lot of volume, I think, from him this one. He's told us as much, and we're going to see a lot more kicks than we saw last time out. Tail of the tape for this one. Toughest animal, Gabriele Chera, 34 years old, 5'9", taking on, as you'll see in a moment, 6'3". Very interesting look from Gabriele in the corner there, almost seeming a little bit nonplussed. Executioner James Vick looking to rebound from that loss last time out against George Perez. Lost a unanimous decision a couple of months ago.
All right, fighters, it is now time to enter the pit.
Kampai Pandas. Don't just join the club, own it. KampaiPandas.com. Your referee for this one, Wayne Spinola. Gabriele Chara in the white. It's executioner James Vick in the black. 3-3s on the clock.
Ooh, a little filling out here. Nothing too crazy. Little faint.
You know, just that. You see, it's already get your opponent on his toes.
Yes, sir.
I love it. And again, suddenly it's a real one.
Now, his bouts last time out, James Vick said he'd been coming off a pretty intensive boxing camp for a boxing match, and that was why he was so hand-focused. He hadn't quite got into the groove of the kicking game that he wanted, and he said it's going to be very much a different case this time.
Nice check from Vick there. Nice side kick.
Countered it. Yeah, the kick, the low kick,
Yeah.
calf, boom.
Oh, a little Superman punch there. I know what those are about.
Ooh.
Was that a hook kick?
Hey, that was
Little
a
hook kick to the
yeah.
head.
That was
Ooh,
nice.
Chera swinging. Huge wide shots.
Nice low calf kick there. Those look brutal.
Yeah.
Well, he's throwing with intention, that's for sure. Vick marching him into the corner here.
Nice cross there. I think.
You got to be careful though, because when you back somebody up like that, it's like backing up a dog. They get really defensive, and they want to go out there and get dangerous because you're backing them up. You got to lower your stance. But he's walking forward.
Yep.
Again, a lot of forward pressure from James Vick. Lovely work with the reach there.
It's good. He's mixing it up now.
Yes.
You see, this is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah. I love it.
We got a lot of different kicking volume, but it's a big pickup attempt from the Italian. Well, they're going to stalemate out here on the ground. Both of them happy to do so.
I wonder why he didn't try to struggle.
He was
with
holding
the
him
ground.
tight
Ah,
with
gotcha.
on his armpits.
Yeah, had a good overhook control, did Vick. Both these guys actually with a lot of multidisciplinary experience. A lot of grappling, a lot of wrestling, a lot of striking, obviously.
Oh, I love the blitz there from Vick.
Yeah, he did. The blitz is something he did say we would see. He did also potentially hit a flying knee as well, so.
Always like the right and then the left straight.
Right, with that kind of cross step.
Yeah,
go
I love
forward.
that. You can cover so much space. It's so effective. Everybody expects to cross hooks, so if you don't
Yes.
cross straight, it's a good move.
End of the first round there. Good work from both guys, but certainly a
All right,
different
fight
James
fans,
Vick
you
than
can
we saw
wear the
last time.
same gloves our fighters wear.
Because you get a shot of Gabriele Chera in the corner there. Let's take a look at some of the replays.
There's the kick.
Side kick to the face.
I mean, there was one point here where Vick threw, I think, 4 different kicks in 4 successive strikes. Really good work to mix it up. This
Yep.
was a takedown attempt where they were tied up on the ground. And again, the toughest animal, Gabriele Chera, trying to close the distance there. And those takedown attempts, you can very much grab the legs when you're catching a kick and driving forward off it.
Oh, yeah. I think Vick's blitz with that reach that he's got is really playing a big part in this fight.
Do you feel he's using that 6'3" reach effectively at the moment?
You know, I think
Oh,
so.
yeah. Oh, yeah. With his legs, not only with his hands, but with his legs as well. Using the side kick, using the front kick. And then the timing on the blitz is key, I think.
Yeah, that was really nice.
So perhaps that first round going to the American. Let's see how this second begins. Another 3 on the clock. Chera just trying to manage the range there.
Chera tried his own wild blitz there for a
That was
second.
nice. That was good. He wasn't holding. That was perfect. That was a nice knee by Vick.
Nice low calf kick there. You could hear it from here.
Again, Vic is pressing Chera up against the pit wall. Hasn't been able to make that pay dividends too much yet. But he's getting him right into the corner again.
Chira's good. He stays on the outside the whole time. Using movement.
They're selling the feints, though.
Yeah, he is.
Now let's see if Vic starts picking the pace up here. He called for a lot more volume. He's been a little bit subdued through this first minute and a half here.
There we go.
Is getting past Vic's reach is what's so difficult. And the feints, of course, because you don't know when it's coming. He's picking that leg up, and Chera's definitely reacting to every little thing that he throws. This is where he wants to be right here. He's looking for the takedown.
Rick Lane, back up. Fight.
Nice from James Vic. Tried the flying knee.
Stop.
Good sprawl to clear the catch of the leg. Straight back into it. Lovely surging uppercut with the backhand.
Nice spin back kick.
I mean, I love that kick following straight off the punch. Really, really nice work from the Executioner.
Nice.
Oh.
He can't do anything when he's going back.
You see? Why
Watch
stop?
the thigh.
He
I'll
kept
kick the
going.
thigh.
Yeah, got him leaning, that's for sure.
There's another one.
Nice.
Crossing left.
I'm surprised he let him up there.
10 seconds.
Oh, that was nice.
That was slick from Gabriele.
That was nice.
Yeah,
Nice
tricky,
way for him
tricky.
to end the round. I don't know if it's going to quite outdo the volume of work from James Vic, but it's going to make for a nice replay, that's for sure.
Plus, he was in the air when he kicked, so that muscle is completely relaxed. It's going to do some damage.
Oh, yeah. You can see Vic, especially when he walks back to the cage, a little bit slower for those low calves,
That
low
was
calf kicks.
a clean jab from Vic. Again, he backed the Italian up over and over again towards the corner.
He's that right that he did
Yeah,
cross
this is
and then
the
the
kick.
left
Oh,
straight.
yeah.
That was nice on the blitz. He did it twice. It's probably going to show now.
That
Oh,
uppercut.
Yeah, the uppercut.
Yeah, that was nice.
And that was really clean.
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
Straight up
Right
the
at
middle of the guard.
Yep.
That was the last kick.
Kind of slight. What is there a proper name for that guy? It's like a sliding soccer kick.
Yeah.
It's like Ali versus Inoki. Remember that fight?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He was doing that the whole time, kicking the calves while falling on the ground.
Well, third and final round underway here. Vic immediately opening with those long rangey kicks again.
Backing his opponent up. Ooh, nice right
Nice.
hand.
And then again. Nice again.
Landed that left hand. Vic has it.
And again. Oh, he dazed him. It looked like. Oh, big uppercut.
He's going hard in this
Yeah.
third round.
Oh, lovely off balance from Vic. Landing some heavy ground and pound. He's got to get one knee off the ground. I like the urgency from Chera, though.
Yeah, he knows.
He's losing this fight. He's got to
Yep.
go out there and knock his opponent out. Nice, that long blitz, man.
Same thing, man. He's super good with it.
Ooh. Chera's trying to find an opening, but he's been forced to cover over and over again.
Right after the kick, he's going to come. Miss him.
I think I can't speak Italian, but I think the corner are calling for him to try and back Vic up a little bit. Oh, and that's
Stop.
keeping himself a little bit off balance there. I mean, it's one thing to throw all your power into it, but you gotta keep yourself on your feet. About halfway through this final round. Still 3 more outstanding bouts coming your way.
Oh.
Good check hook there from Chera, but Vic's using his range, man. He's got to keep using his range. He has a tendency whenever he blitzes, Vic kind of stretches his arms out, leaving his head open. So he's got to be careful.
Chera needs to go.
Yeah, we're into the final minute now. There's not going to be a whole lot of time if they tie up too often. And count the break in the 5 seconds on the ground. It's going to eat the clock up very quickly.
If Chera keeps playing this game, he's going to lose. He's got to go now.
He has to.
Yeah, and he showed a bit of that intent earlier in the round. He just haven't seen it since. Well, last couple of seconds here. James Vick is probably going to take this one. Final flurries.
Good in and out movement by Vick as well.
I think they meant to show some respect there and
he tried to
a little
slap
bit
him on his shoulder.
James Vick raising his hands up. He believes he's done enough to earn the victory here.
Definitely, man.
Which he did.
Use that range to full advantage.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look at some of the replays from the third round. Bas, talk us through these.
That was the counter left hook, and then he started connecting with a few shots. But as soon as he did that, he stopped. That was that was that trip. That was so beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So nice and relaxed.
For him to see that, it was just there, boom, and then landed it.
You see, but every time when you throw a hook, the tall fighters lean back. And I go, dude, go for body.
Go for the body.
Gee. That was funny. Oh, man. Yeah, no, it is.
Well, we do have a judge's decision here, pit side. Let's throw it down and get the official decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, representing the United States, the Texecutioner, James Vick.
So James Vick settles his karate combat record at 1-1, exactly what he wanted to do. He is going to head up in a couple of moments, pit side, as he celebrates, very rightly so. He's going to get a few words with our colleague Layla.
James Vick, a beautifully aggressive bout to start off the main card. Did that go down how you expected?
Not at all. Honestly, I see why his name is the toughest animal. He's tough. He's tough. I didn't hit him as clean as I wanted to. Man, these point karate guys know how to read range very well. It's hard to hit them. Way harder than I'm used to. They know how to step off of stuff very well, especially kicks. They're not easy to hit with kicks, but I mean, he's a tough dude, man. He took it, and I didn't hit him as clean as I wanted to with my right hand, but much respect to him.
Were you surprised at how resilient your opponent was?
For sure, I just didn't feel like I landed a big shot either. I mean, that's 2 fights now. These guys are hard to hit. You know, they're not easy to hit. They know how to read range.
2 fights here now that you're making a name for yourself. What are we expecting from you next?
I mean, you know, I love karate. You know, I've been doing karate now for about 6 years. I have about 8 years of Taekwondo. So, you know, I've really embraced traditional martial arts, and, you know, I love it. I'm hopefully back in here, and I need to get a finish.
Excited to wait for it. Thank you very much.
Next week is my son's birthday. Happy birthday, James Jr. Love you.
Thank you.
If you talk to or a sports psychologist, they'll tell you what you want from your fighter on fight night is to express themselves authentically, but temper it with intelligence and strategy. And this is straight country, straight Texas, and he came out like a gunslinger, firing from both barrels. But he was also intelligence, played with the distance, and you saw him put together strategy. Throw a low kick, next time it's to a Superman punch, next time it's to a fake Superman punch, to a kick. Intelligence, strategy. and some old boy country. James Vick, that was a great performance, my friend.
Thank you, Robin, for your insight there. Guys, last final thoughts on that bout. Couple of questions, Bas. I'll start with you. You know, James Vick said he didn't feel his opponent in his previous bouts reacted well to blitzes and tended to go straight back. It's pretty much the case, right?
No, it's very smart because he landed it over and over again, and especially with his length, and Stephen was talking about it. For somebody who's that tall and is still using his reach, you know, it's hard to find, you know. Like I said, he's really good at it. Some fighters are really good at it. James right now did really well at it. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, blitz
Beautiful.
over and over again. Wonderboy James Vick had also said, you know, he's very honest with himself, that he's not a forward pressure fighter. He doesn't like taking the lead. He prefers to counterpunch, but he felt he had to come out and do that, and you know, he wasn't necessarily sure how it was going to go, but went pretty well for him.
I thought it was great. I mean, compared to his last fight, he was more aggressive. He did exactly what he said he was going to do and pressure his opponent, come out firing. And like you said, he used his reach in his legs and in his hands, and great takedowns. I mean, he came out with the win. He did very well.
It's very smart. I can only see him getting better now because now he feels that attacking for him is actually really good.
Yeah, great win for James Vick. He's going to head back to Texas. Hopefully we'll see him again soon. Why don't you guys at home go ahead and take one more quick look at our main event coming up just a little bit later.
He is a very special karateka. Big, powerful, long, rangy.
Y bueno, yo empecé el karate a los 12 años. Le dije a mi padre que quería competir. Me dijo, si quieres competir, tienes que entrenar. Entrené y salí a mi primera competición y desde entonces, pues no he parado. Empecé a los 12.
When he attacks with intense aggression, and he really tries to get behind that right hand.
Bueno, pues ahora que estoy en Karate Combat, mi ilusión es esa, ¿no? Colgarme en el cinturón.
Igor, tarde o temprano, estará arriba en la categoría.
Hasta que no lo logre, no voy a parar.
Aprenderé más hasta que llegue a ser un día campeón.
Y vamos! Ross Levine is a special combat artist. He's also on the front end of kind of the American invasion of fighters.
I'm a third-generation combat fighter. Both my father and brother are Taekwondo black belts. My grandfather was in the military. Fighting is in my DNA.
In his first fighting, we saw Ross disassemble his opponent. He started at the bottom, worked his way up, got to the body, and he beat him up from the ground up.
My second fight finished with a great TKO that went viral. My first two opponents are a perfect blend for me to lead up and fight Shaheen. He did a good job, and it was a really hard-fought victory. As the champion, I'm at the top of the mountain. I'm going to wipe the entire division clean. But again, I'm here to do damage and walk away with that world championship.
Guys, this is a really exciting main event coming up later. Just because you've got De Castaneda, who's still got something to prove here, but you've got Ross Levine, who's had 25, 26 weeks off to do nothing but think about his next fight.
And he said that he used those weeks to train.
Yeah.
So he's going to be strong. He does a lot of power training as well. So
something we'll talk about later, I'm sure. But we're going to move straight on. We've got 3 more bouts coming your way. Next up, really interesting clash here. Sasha Politnikov is going to take on Adrian Hadrovaev. Sorry. And let's start with Politnikov. Guai Lo, originally hailing from Hong Kong, now training out of Syndicate in Las Vegas. He had a really good fight first time out, Bas. Really looking forward to seeing this guy back. Very, very complete.
I believe so, yeah. So he came back and he said, well, that, you know, it feels much better than last time. You won last time. But he said there were some holes. He said about his opponent, he says he has his chin up when he attacks. He believes that his opponent is good, but lately he hasn't been fighting the toughest competition, so he's not seeing any problem.
And Bas, he said he's put on about 10 pounds of mass. He wants to move the mass around at middleweight like he did at 170, which is pretty fast.
Oh, yeah, over a short amount of time, all those muscles are going to need oxygen, so you better stock up with your breathing muscles.
Yeah, Wonderboy, his opponent tonight, our first Albanian fighter that we've had. A really big following for him back home, although he lives in Detroit, Michigan over here in the US. he's primarily been focused on MMA. He's got a
Yes.
really good record there, but he's got big karate accolades as well.
I love it, man. This guy took this fight on a week and a half notice, actually, but he says he feels great. He's always in shape. And, you know, his best weapons is his experience. And he said he wants to finish this fight with a head kick. I'm excited, baby. I'm excited for the head kicks.
Yeah, during our interviews, you know, we really thought this could be a very, very exciting clash. So debutant Adrian Hadrabayev is taking on Sasha Politnikov. Let's roll the head-to-head.
Sasha Palatnikov versus Adrian Hadribaj. Sasha fought in the UFC.
It was an awesome experience coming out, competing in karate combat, making my debut, making an impact, letting everybody know what's up.
I am Adrian Hadribayev. I come from Albania.
Andre fought with a super clean record of 12-2 in MMA.
I don't care whoever's there, just hope they sign the contract, show up on the fight day, and we get it done.
I love being underdogs.
I'm expecting him to bring the heat.
Honestly, I'm not worried.
I'm gonna go out there, put this guy out, and make it look good.
I see Sasha is gonna come crazy at me. He's gonna throw a kick. I'm gonna grab that kick, sweep it. I'm gonna change it all entirely.
Just another day of the office, another day of having fun.
Yeah, this could be really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is a middleweight contest. Our first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. He represents Albania. Adrian, the Eagle, Hadribia!
So welcome to Karate Combat. The Eagle, Adrian Hadrabayev, 12-2 pro MMA record coming into this one. Said he aims to be the most well-rounded fighter he can be. He thinks tonight he's got to try not to rush. He's got to wait and he's got to be patient because extremely competent and dangerous opponent.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He hails out of Hong Kong. Sasha Guilo Palatnikov!
Guilo, the White Devil, Sasha Politnikov, originally from Hong Kong. And as I mentioned, now training at Syndicate MMA in Las Vegas. Has been there for quite some time. Actually played professional rugby when he was in Russia temporarily as well. So extremely well-traveled athletic individual. Tail of the tape here. As you can see, that 0-0 debutant. There's going to be a reach disadvantage as well. So pay attention to those numbers in this middleweight bout. Politnikov standing at 6 foot, that 1-0 record. Of course, that was a good win last time out against Rob Buxton at Karate Combat 37 in December. Looking to build on that forward in this higher weight class. Mark Goddard, your referee for this evening.
Okay, fighters, it is now time to enter the pit.
Kampai Pandas, don't just join the club, own it. KampaiPandas.com. So we are underway here. Sasha Politnikov in the black pants. Adrian Hadrabayev in the white. Interestingly, some strapping and some taping on the feet of Politnikov.
Quick with that jab cross.
Oh,
it's tense.
Oh, come on.
Tense, I think, is the word you're searching for.
Good strikes from Adrian.
Yeah.
Runs a very successful karate dojo up in
nice.
Michigan. Good catch of the kick. It's a nice blitz from Politnikov, though.
Oh, I love the feint. You know what he's thinking now. You know what Adrian's thinking.
Oh, nice left hook.
Coming down low with the right hand, up top with the left hook from my man Sasha.
That was nice. Go for the body again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Hadrobayev is not grounded again against the wall, I'll remind you, so they were able to keep that flurry going. Did a good job of working his way back up, though.
He blocked that left hook, the outside block. That was pretty cool
Oh,
on
yeah.
the ground there. Hadrobayev. You don't see that a lot.
Again, both these guys carrying their guard very low as they move in.
Out the left hook from Hadrobayev. Very good. Do it a few times. Missed, but it connects.
There it is again.
Oh, good combination from Politnikov. Lands cleanly.
I like the head movement after the exchanges from Sasha. He's moving that head.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, though. Get nicked.
That was so close.
Oh, and again, Politnikov lands as Hadrobayev backs up. Oh, good work from Hadrobayev to follow up there.
The front flip stomp.
That was crazy.
Sasha's leading in with his head a lot with some of those exchanges.
Yeah,
Gotta be careful of the headbutts.
He's kind of hoping that he's going to be able to stay in there and roll and go with it, backing the Albanian up once more. Good frame and a knee.
Yeah, both of them felt their heads.
Yeah, accidental clash of heads there. Just going to get a second. They're getting a warning about head placement.
It's one of those things you just got to rub it and keep on moving. Rub some dirt on it.
Oh, good blitz from Hadrobayev. Strength in the turnover there. And that is the closing seconds.
Great first round for both guys. But
Yes.
Yeah, getting settled in quite well, it has to be said. So here we go with some of the replays. Hadrobayev getting some shots in. It was a lot of good forward motion from Politnikov. This was early on when he backed him up. the
double foot stomp.
The double jumping forward flip foot stomp. And, you know, I got to say, Hadrobayev followed up very nicely off that with a couple of quick shots.
Stayed very calm. Nice little uppercut there. Both touch their head. They go, okay. But on the break was a nice little uppercut.
Guys, do you have I mean, it's a tough round to score. Are you leaning one way or the other as of yet?
I'm leaning towards my man Sasha over here.
Me too. Because he moved forward more.
Yeah. A lot of good head movement. Landed some clean shots.
Oh, again, the left
man.
hook. He lands constantly. The right body, left hook to the head.
Yeah, and he slipped really nicely on the inside there to then come up for the left hook.
Oh, he's got to watch out.
Oh,
for the left hook.
Yeah, Politnikov getting a lick in at the end, but Hadrobayev's got some oomph behind those shots.
Politnikov has got a skull of granite.
Oh, yeah, well, he ate something there.
Yeah.
Shaking it off. Hadrobayev not trying to take the opportunity to counter. Good little searching left there.
Yeah, and it's so relaxed the way he throws it also.
If I was Sasha's coach, I would say front kicks down the middle. I need more front kicks down the middle.
You got those hands, right?
Yes. Soften them up a little bit. Adrian's coming back.
Yeah, he's doing good. That right hook also might find it starting. He's got to watch out.
It's the second time he's caught the kick there. Wasn't able to capitalize, but good awareness. Politnikov's constant coming forward, though.
Oh, body shot.
Two lefts and a right. Hadjibayev looking to come back now. Again, more head movement from Politnikov.
Every time on the break, the counter left, who's going to watch?
Leading with the head again. Hadjibayev's throwing, but he's having to do a lot of throwing, moving backwards.
Yes.
And that was very nice, very clean. Not a tremendous amount of power, but scoring.
Oh, there it is.
40 seconds left here. Do you feel that Politnikov's becoming a little bit predictable?
I think so. I really do. I mean, he's kind of walking forward at this point and giving his opponent a cue, because every time he walks and then settles down, his opponent knows he's coming.
Yep. And the cross body, I should flip it. I should cross liver. And then, because he's doing a right cross with the body and left it to the head, flip it around now.
That lead left from Hadjibayev has found the mark a couple of times now. And this time he catches the kick and capitalizes. Closing seconds here of round number 2.
It's 1-on-1 maybe then, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, Sasha looks he looks a little fatigued. I mean, he's walking forward, not staying in good position. And then you have Adrian over here backing up, luring his opponent in and sitting down on that right or left hand.
Yeah, that was a nice little switch kick as we see on the replay from Politnikov. But Hadjibayev had his moments. That was a good example of that lead left as Politnikov came in.
That's a good combo by Politnikov there.
And again, the catch of the kick and the counter. And as you say, we never know quite which way the judges are going to go, but it could very much be 1-1 going into this one. Having a good time here, Pitside. Karate Combat 38 live from Miami, Florida. Join us again, of course, May 20th is our next event here, following the launch of our Karate Combat token on May the 10th.
Now, it's up for grabs. Let's
Yep.
say.
Who
So,
wants it more? Who's going to impose that will this round?
Yeah, very much all to play for moving into this one. I feel like both these guys have the capability to get stuck in and dig deep, but just get that vibe. Oh, and is he okay? I mean, Bas, you may remember Sasha Politnikov last time out in December suffered an eye poke.
Yep.
That really put the jinx on that fight for him. He still came away. Let's have a look.
Headbutt.
Oh, it was a head to the eye.
Yeah, but that's unintentional.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely
deliberately-
unintentional.
Yep.
And I'm sure he's going to tell Mark Goddard he's got no problems whatsoever. Get me back in.
Yep. The rugby player, nice rock kick to the body.
Constant pressure, constant pressure.
Again, though, that left lands and a right. He's complaining, but the referee's going to tell him to keep fighting. Again,
Another headbutt.
again.
Wow. That's,
Yeah, the whole time.
Do you feel it? I mean, it is accidental, right? They're just
Yeah.
getting stuck in the pocket, and that's what's going on.
They're so close right now, and they're trying to throw those looping strikes, and they're almost looking down. They're just swinging their head back and forth, obviously ending with a headbutt.
Giraffes. Did you ever see them fight each other? Like with the
Oh,
knife?
yeah.
That's so
Gah,
great.
gah.
That's like this.
I guarantee Mark
Nice
Goddard
slip.
has just told him to say, you fight, and I'll call the fouls if they happen.
This is the kind of fight right here Sasha wants. He wants that inside. He wants to just sit down and throw.
I mean, he did say to us that he's very thankful that Hadjibayev stepped up on short notice to take this bout. Hadjibayev actually competed in February.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
In another competition. So, quick turnaround for him.
Striking action here by Politnikov.
Ooh, nice right hook.
Popped up with the right hook as well.
Yep.
Coaches are saying pressure, pressure, pressure.
Oh, he's trying to hold the headlock there on the ground.
We got less than a minute. Let's go.
Again, forward pressure from Politnikov. He's landing now. Both fighters looking for a break here. Final 30 seconds. You want to start thinking maybe a fourth?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, that could be very well happening now.
Good
Very,
outside trip. Oh, it's some ground and pound.
I think this is where he takes it away right here. Maybe not.
He's trying to be a showman. We do appreciate that, but not finding the mark there. Last opportunity, little clash in the middle. We're going to go to a judge's decision.
Tough one.
Very tough one.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was in that third round fairly even. Maybe he gets away with that takedown. I don't know.
It's a pushing forward.
Yeah, the
They
pressure.
say always the aggressor is going to win the
It's
match.
the question of
That's
did
his blood.
he land enough shots in the action of coming forward? Because he certainly did eat a few there.
Right, right.
You know, you can't completely rely on just forward pressure. It's got to be effective.
Yeah, and Adrian, he was moving backwards, but he was connecting while he was moving
Yeah,
backwards, and
yeah.
that's a very hard skill to possess.
Well, we're sitting pretty close to the commission here, pit side, as they're taking a look.
Uh-oh.
And we have got an official decision here. Let's go down into the pit and find out who's going to take this one, Politnikov or Khadrabayev.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. He is out of the blue corner representing Albania, Adrian the Eagle Khadrabayev.
Well, there you are. We have our answer. Adrian Khadrabayev taking that third round. Obviously doing enough of the counter-striking as Politnikov came forward, and a look of relief on the face of the Albanian. I mean, you know, so you take the fight on a week and a half notice. You got to feel pretty good about that, taking out a guy who we expected a lot from in Sasha Politnikov.
Yeah, Politnikov is a very good fighter. So this puts him on the map.
Well, let's go ahead. He's going to head up pit side and get a few words with Layla.
Congratulations. Now, as that was finished, how confident were you that you had that win?
Honestly, I come in to do this fight with torn meniscus. I wasn't able to fight, but I took the fight and I fight over. I didn't say that anything. I fought with one knee today. And trust me, guys, you got to believe on yourself. No matter what, it's been the hardest camp. I took the fight in one notice. I just had a fight 4 weeks ago. I was totally injured. But I said yes to the fight because I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, I'm Albanian. So I came here and proved it. So it was one of my best nights of my life today.
Well, it was brilliant to watch. Now, you're describing it as one of the best nights of your life, yet your opponent must have, without a doubt, frustrated you in there. You seem frustrated in Element.
I seem frustrated? No, I wasn't. I woke up this morning, all this week, I wasn't not able to walk. I was limping. So I came here to fight one of the top guys who was in UFC. Trust me, I had 1% I'll pull this off, but I pulled it because I fought my heart.
Congratulations, my friend. Well done.
To properly appreciate how big a win that is for Adrian, we must first talk about how special Sasha is. The man that Adrian beat is a very rare and a difficult man to fight. Some fighters are artists. They paint these beautifully violent pictures. Some are athletes. They run plays out there. And some are dogs, fighters, gritty fighters. Sasha is all three. And on short notice, Adrian accepted a fight against a man like that, had to fight backing up, land shots backing up, absorb the dog attitude, and temper it and weather the storm and land just enough. I thought it was a very close fight. It could have gone either way. Congratulations, Adrian. It's not just a big win, it's who it's over that makes it so big.
Yes, thank you, Robin Black, for that analysis. And as he said, Bas, it's not just a big win, it's who it's over. Sasha Paletnikov was really highly touted. He looked incredibly good in his Karate Combat debut. Adrian Hadjibayev has just put a bit of a kibosh on his plans.
He did. You know, he was very good at moving backwards and connecting while he was moving backwards. Like I already said, the skill is very hard to possess a skill like that.
Now, we actually have some stats to look at this one. Oh, we're going to do some replays first, and then we'll see some stats coming up. So talk us through the replays here. Wonder Boy, what did you think of Hadjibayev's performance?
You know, it's all on what kind of judges you got too, because sometimes you have the judges that don't count that when you're back up striking, and then you got some judges that do count it. But I thought he did very well backing up, luring in Sasha and landing those left and right hands. So I thought it was a very smart game plan and very difficult to hit.
Yeah, the catch of the kick was good. He just, seemed to be really on the ball with what he needed to do when the pressure was coming on it.
Great right hook, great left hook.
And I mean, it's really interesting when you now consider. I mean, we'll look at the stats and then we'll make that point in a second. But so strikes landed overall. Actually, Paletnikov a little bit higher on the strikes overall landed. But of course, it does matter about the severity of those strikes, the cleanliness, the target areas of those strikes as well. The judges deeming that Adrian Hadjibayev getting the better there. But as you can see, a very, very close fight.
Yes.
And how do we really factor in? I don't know what to make of the fact that he is saying he was injured with his knee. I mean, he did joke with us, Bas, when we said, "Hey, how did you come out of your fight a few weeks ago?" And he's like,
So we knew kind of he's got an injury.
Yeah.
But it was a big injury. He said he was limping, so he acted well.
Did not show it one bit. Did not show it one bit.
No, digging deep indeed. I'm very much excited to see what Adrian Hadjibayev could do when he returns to Karate Combat after healing up a little bit. Feature bout coming up next, Battle of the Brunos. Go ahead, take a quick look at this preview.
The Battle of the Brunos. Assis versus Souza.
I'm the real Bruno.
It's my name. Bruno is one of the best guys in the division.
Brazilians are fighters by nature. You can expect a lot of aggression on this fight.
Every little movement is calculated out there.
And prepared to fight against the best fighters in the world.
Let's see if the Dragon's going to eat again and stay hungry.
He's one of the most experienced guys, but I've been fighting everybody.
They are fearless, relentless, and they go forward and they want to finish their opponent.
Nobody's going to back up.
I fight for knockout every time. This fight's not different.
I'm just ready to knock him out.
So it is feature bout time. Bruno Assis taking on Bruno Souza. Really, really excited for this bout because we mentioned before their namesakes. They're both Brazilian, but they are very different fighters, Bas. And Bruno Assis, he's all about the power.
That's exactly, and he said also no more decision. He wants knockouts from now on, although he had a bunch of knockouts already. Well, he knows his opponent moves a lot. It's not going to be a problem. He says he's going to push the action. He trained at alpha male as well, so we're going to expect some wrestling, mixed in with striking. Will be a very smart thing. This guy, he's a very respectful guy. Once he steps into the pit, that's where he becomes the white dragon. You will see it. But when he gets hit, normally people, they smile or they laugh, but that means that hurts. Him is the opposite. It's almost that it gives him energy. It's a really weird thing because he gets hit and he comes harder back.
And it's nice to see him branching out in his training a bit more, trying to really improve.
It's a smart thing. I mean, going to alpha male, I would do the same thing because once he takes a shot, he takes him down, and at the second time, it could be a fake, a setup for a cross or whatever it is. So I love it.
Yeah, let's see if the volume of training partners pays dividends. Wonder Boy, by contrast, Bruno Souza, he's very laissez-faire. He's a bit more flowy, a bit more in and out.
He is, man, and he said he's coming to this fight with no injuries. He said he will attack the body more. Last time he was head hunting, so this time he's going to attack the body more. And he says wherever the fight goes, he's going to be ready for it, and he wants a KO.
Absolutely. Should we go ahead and ask our favorite Canadian what he thinks? Mr. Robin Black, thoughts on this one, sir?
Guys, listen, sometimes fights, to really do them justice, to really explain them, you got to go into detail. It's like complex stuff, like a million divided by 33 carry the X. Other times it's like a big crayon and you just spell it out. This is one of those times. We got flowy Bruno versus screamy Bruno. Screamy Bruno will be aggressive. Flowy Bruno will try to be the matador and use that aggression against him, right?
Do you think one of them really does have to lose their name after this one?
I think the winner keeps the name Bruno, and the loser must take the name, let's say, a noble name, like Kermit. The loser must be Kermit.
But this is a really fun clash of styles, isn't it?
It really is. The aggression of Bruno Assis, Screamy Bruno, versus that flowy, artistic game of Flowy Bruno. Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful fight. Loser gives up the name Bruno.
I'm good with that. Okay. Let's roll it. Head to head, Flowy Bruno and Screamy Bruno.
Assis versus Souza.
Bruno is one of the best guys in the division.
I always want the hardest fight possible.
I'm prepared to fight against the best fighters in the world.
If I'm fighting guys that I'm supposed to beat, why am I fighting?
Bruno, the Tiger Souza, a protege of Machida Karate.
It's a big name to be. It's heavy, but I'm more than used to. And having them in the audience, it's amazing.
They told me that Sensei Machida was here. I was like, oh my God, I cannot screw up on this one. Do you feel pressure today?
Nah, it's okay. I'm one of the most well-rounded fighters in karate combat.
Every little movement is calculated out there.
We don't miss shots. I was thinking I was a tiger right there.
In front of Master Machida, he did well, my boy.
And our portal springs to life. The dragon is breathing fire.
When you see him come up, it's...
Hello, my name is Bruno. I'm in the White Dragon from Brazil.
He's kind of like the Hulk. You hit him, that gives him extra power.
Always brings the action, always brings the power.
Screaming everywhere he goes. In the pit, he's screaming. He gets hit. He is screaming.
I like to spit fire.
Bruno fired up.
Everybody who faces Bruno Assis is having a hard time.
I'm ready for everybody.
Let's see if the dragon's going to eat again and stay hungry.
He's more used to the pit.
The guy really knows this rule set. He knows how to get that win.
He's one of the most experienced guys, but I've been fighting everybody. The biggest strength that I bring to this fight is my mind.
I think my mind is a weapon.
No matter what's happening inside the pit, no matter how bad I look, I'm having fun.
When I enter the fight, I like to feel happy. And this fight, I want to finish by knockout.
Okay, let's have fun.
We have two very stereotypically Brazilian happy light fighters.
Brazilians are fighters by nature. You can expect lots of aggression on this fight.
They are fearless, relentless, and they go forward and they want to finish their opponent.
Nobody's gonna back up.
I fight for knockout every time. And this fight is not different.
I'm just ready to knock him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next bout. It is a lightweight contest. Our first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Brazil, he is Bruno the Tiger Souza.
So we welcome back to the pit now, Bruno the Tiger Souza. He's looking to rebound off a loss to former lightweight champion Edgar Skrivers. That was back in October. Of course, when he faced Maciej Turczak back at KC35 in August, he looked very, very impressive indeed. He's brought a really interesting in and out attacking game to this one, and a really nice vibe. He's just a happy-go-lucky guy. He absolutely loves what he does. It's his entire, life, and he said he's had a fantastic weight cut. Really looking forward to this type of fight tonight.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner and also representing Brazil, he is Bruno the White Dragon Assis.
So this is Bruno Assis. He is also hailing from Brazil. His last fight, he dropped a decision loss to Gabriel Varga, which is nothing to be ashamed of. Gabriel Varga is one of the most technically complete fighters in this division. He's had some good matches against Vitaly Sertan and Jesus Lopez, of course, also fought for the belt against Edgar Strivers. Taylor Tate for this one. Bruno the Tiger Souza, 27 years old, that 1-1 record. 5'8" coming into this lightweight contest. And a pretty even matchup here in terms of stats. Bruno Assis, you see that huge record. He's had a lot of experience here at Karate Combat Fighter. We're very familiar with. Dyed his hair white for this one to really get in his white dragon persona. Hits with a lot of power. Definitely looking to get stuck in on the inside.
They're playing around here. He's throwing the power.
All right, fighters, it is that time. Time to enter.
He dodged it.
Wayne Spinola, your referee for this contest. And Karate Combat 38 is powered by Hedera.
Out of each other. Ready, sir? You ready? Fight.
White pants for Souza, black pants for Assis, and Souza pressuring
Ooh.
early.
Good leg kick from Bruno.
The way you're looking at me.
Which one?
Yeah, that's the funniest part ever.
Souza motioning down at the feet. Now starting to try and employ the range game with him.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, nice jab. Nice jab from Assis.
Yeah, did cover a lot of range forward.
Ooh.
Assis, that was a power kick to the body. Assis said he took a lot away from his training at Team Alpha Male. Just having the level of competition there, it's really boosted his confidence, being able to go toe-to-toe with some of the more complete fighters there. Oh, again, trying to land that power body shot. Souza, gamesmanship, and he gets his leg kicked out and tapped in the face on the back end.
And a smile at him.
Yeah, that was very
nice,
cute.
Right?
Ooh.
Thought we were going to get some kickboxer action there. Just trade the body shot kicks over and over.
He was already doing that when he came up. Right?
Yeah.
Acting like he was blind, right?
I couldn't see.
Yeah.
I like the movement from Souza, though, the in and out. He's staying on his toes. Switching sides as well. Nice low calf kick from Assis.
Chopping kick from Assis again to the body.
That body kick, man, from Assis just looks brutal, even more blocking it.
Yeah, and Souza's having to switch stance a few times here. He's had his leg kicked out when he's come forward and put that right leg forward. And there's a good knees, but
You like to pull you in.
well,
reaction was on.
It's interesting. You're allowed to pull into the knee, but you've got to let go at the moment the knee hits. And I'm not entirely sure that Bruno Assis did in fact do that. So we'll see how that plays out as the fight moves on.
It fired Souza up, I tell you that.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Face
Well,
off
it's
to the side.
Assis who gets backed up, but he looked like he ate a couple of shots.
Wow, guys.
Nice
This
one.
is
knee.
great.
Stop, break
I
way
love
back
it.
up, back up, back
Love
up.
the work rate from both fighters here. This is a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight like we're going to see in our main event coming up next.
Nice. That's what I like to do also when I miss. Yeah, just add a side kick.
Why
He'll
not?
go get it.
Oh, and that was a lovely knee from
Yes.
Souza, landed clean, trading in the pocket, both of them.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, what a kick from Bruno Assis.
Dude,
he's
Bruno
repeatedly,
looks great.
he's repeatedly taking the legs out here.
But he looks completely different, right? He
Yeah.
looks really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Bruno Assis.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He's
But
looking really
quality
clean.
fight so far, man.
And you
Both of these guys.
Feel like he's pulling Souza into this firefight that Souza's not usually there for.
Yeah. But the short low kicks to the calves, I mean, everything is working for him.
Talk us through the replays here, guys.
There you see every time.
Boom.
And look at that hand.
Takes the shot with
Done it very well.
I mean, I want to see that, that last kick. I mean, look, he didn't
No.
release the plum clinch on the knees, so those were illegal knees. The referee's going to have to watch that.
Rich hand.
And this was
yeah.
Yeah.
The rich hands are, man, I've seen so many guys get put away with rich hands.
Yeah, but it's way better setup for a cross because it's a longer punch.
lovely kick, and I think this is what we're going to see at the end here. Souza pushing forward and just
Look
gets
at that.
planted.
Wow.
Okay, ready, gentlemen? Fight.
Really, really fun first round.
Oh,
Man,
immediately.
good right hand.
Yeah.
Good right hand from Assis.
Oh, little
staggered
switch
him.
step. Join us on Twitter, of course, at Karate Combat. If you want to get involved on social media, find us on every and all platform.
Good
Thank you
jab
for
to the
joining
bottom.
us here in Miami, Florida.
Wow, everything he connects.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the
again.
body kick right there. If you notice, it's Souza dropping that left hand down a little bit lower every time Assis throws that back leg roundhouse kick.
Ooh, again, Souza gets rocked.
Stop. Break clean.
Dude, his reflexes are off the chart.
Man.
Gotta watch out. That was.
Yeah, and he's switching
Oh,
stance
nice
again.
from Bruno,
I'm
Souza.
waiting for Assis to go to that lead leg once more. Well, now back to orthodox for Souza. Let's see how the cardio is for Assis, though. He doesn't look like he's breathing heavy.
Both these guys are in great shape.
Yep.
But that roundhouse kick from Assis is definitely doing damage to Souza's left arm.
Souza trained for 5 rounds, right? So he knows he can go 5 rounds. But Assis never saw him tired, so.
Big wheel kick goes awry.
I love that.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Oh, and he dropped Souza. One shot on the ground. Souza's going to, no way, he's going to invert and hide his head. He's going to get some time to recover, but that was 2 clean shots. Still got a minute left in this second round.
Wow, nice.
Oh, shots over the top.
The difference is in the pocket.
Oh, again the left hand from Assis.
Oof. Man.
These are just repeatedly landing here.
Oh, wow.
They're still throwing everything into them.
The difference is one Bruno in the pocket keeps his hands up, the other one keeps his hands down.
Yeah, Souza has got a chin on him, that's for sure. Oh, spinning back fist
that
just
hurt him.
skims the head. Souza getting backed up again.
That hurt him.
Yep.
Now's the time to jump. Now's the time to get on him.
22 seconds.
Yep.
You got to wonder, is Souza going to go in and make it out of this round?
And
Ooh,
again.
Oh,
that follow-up left hook.
Gets him with the
10
540.
Whoa, if that
Winging
right
everything into it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Well,
Man,
end of the second round.
Wow.
What a
I
fight.
love it.
Souza is still wobbly on his feet.
And the Brazilians in the crowd, I think, a little bit, well, I was going to say muted, but actually they're both Brazilian, so I take that back entirely.
Brazil's going to win anyway.
Let's take a look at some of the replays here.
But
And
his
this-
reflexes, everything is on. Look at this.
I want to see, like, there was a really big left hook that landed, a couple of them, actually.
But he threw the back fist and then added a left hook. That was
Oh,
nice. But look at
there's
this.
the right that dropped him.
Right on the button.
Boom, and then, oh yeah, he does that again, and then he adds a left hook. I mean, he's finding his target.
Oh, every time. Every time.
Well, I guess training at Alpha Male really did. I mean, listen, he's good.
Yes.
But we never saw this, right?
No, this
is
is
on the
a
button.
much better fight than we've seen from him
Yep.
before. Now I want to see this Bruno fight Screamer again.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves, of course, no disrespect to Bruno Souza. We've got 3 minutes left here, but it's fair to say he's on the back foot and he's got 3 minutes left to probably pull this back.
And he's got the skill to do it. I'm talking about Souza.
Nice
That was a
check.
Nice check for with the shin. Oh, that's
That right hook from Assis.
Oh, good work from Souza. He found the mark.
He found it too.
Again, though, Assis is attacking low on that lead leg.
Oh, that left hook.
Jeez.
Same time.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Right up the cross.
Hope you're enjoying the pit environment we have here in Miami. Again, get involved on social media, hashtag KC38. Of course, head to karate.com to stay on top of everything Karate Combat. Souza's tried that jumping knee a few times now.
Phil spin back that's coming. Ah, that rib.
He's constantly hunting. Nice counter. He doesn't leave anything unanswered. See?
Yeah, he's firing back every time.
Yep. Oh, look at that again.
I mean, he did eat a shot there, but certainly gave one out.
Oh, both of them. Oh, nice body shot there.
Good head movement from Assis and Souza. Oh, the counter is there every time.
Every time. Oh.
Good timing again.
Oh, that was nice, dude. That's Malcolm Mildred for sure.
Disrespect the legs, pulling to the side. Final minute here.
He looked at the clock. Yep. Assisted.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's tough because
hook breakfast.
Both these guys would be looking at 2 losses in a row if they were to lose this bout. Good shot from Souza. He's coming forward now.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, head kick.
Assis is trying to tie up there. The corner calling him to circle out.
Oh, man.
Everything he answers back.
Dying seconds here again, the jumping knee.
Look at that.
Souza's got one last shot. Wow, that is going to do it. What a fight from Bruno Assis and Bruno Souza.
Wow. You can't do nothing but clap to that performance from both guys.
It's the best one we have for the night, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fight of the night so far, for sure.
The resilience from both guys, man. Taking shots and kept going.
Let's take a look at some of the replays here. The crowd are asking for one more round, but that's really only if it's genuinely close, and I don't think it was as close as that would warrant. I think we're probably all in agreement we're going to see Bruno Assis take this one.
I believe so, yes. Because he answered everything. Even when he get hit hard, he countered.
Right, there weren't really many chances where he took that and didn't dole any out.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going one more round.
We are?
Yeah. Now this is where we might see a difference here because Assis that last round looked a little fatigued.
Yep. He trained for 5 rounds.
Yes.
I'm really going to want to see the judges' scorecards there to see how they saw it, because I don't think it was that close. But at the end of the day, that's what they've decided, and that's what we're going to get. The crowd, of course, are going to love it, as are we. So, final 3 minutes, round number 4. Bruno Assis and Bruno Souza. Wonder if Souza's got the momentum a little bit here, just for the fatigue with Assis.
And he started landing those uppercuts.
Oh, yeah.
So, expect a continuation of that.
Souza looking the fresher of the two at the moment. Landed a good body shot.
Oh, on the way out, yeah.
Assis is just going to remind him pretty quickly that he's got some accurate and fast hands.
He's got all hard. Both these guys. Nice.
Oh, nice uppercut from Assis. Oh, man. Souza coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah, Souza pressuring here, backing Assis up in the corner.
Oh, man, he's going.
Yeah, he's still throwing everything he's got into these. Souza moving deftly out of the way.
Oh, we got to watch out for that single kick. Nice cross by Souza.
It's very rare we get 2 4th rounds in one fight card. It's a trigger that happens if you get drawn fights and they decide they can't quite lean one way or the other. They have an optional box to tick for a 4th round if they think it warrants it.
Oh, again, cross and the hook landed.
Oh, that body. Ooh. Those are killer.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, look at the damage on Assis's body we're starting to see now.
Yeah, but C's backing up. He's the one backing up this round. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Souza landing. That's 2 in a row. Again, the knee lands, and Assis says no. Oh, the no-look shot. 45 seconds here. It's an anxious 45 seconds for both of these guys. Oh, capoeira kick tried. We're going to go straight into a leg entanglement. Not legal. Really does just force the action to come immediately back to the feet. Final 20 seconds. Assis pressing forward. Again looking for it. 10 seconds left here. Last exchange in the middle. Assis pressuring. And Souza's going to get the last word with the outside trip. And they both smile, raise their hands. What a fantastic fight.
That was great.
Let's take a look at some of the replays from that 4th round. Give us your final opinion.
Well, before I thought that Assis got it.
I did
the
as well.
final round, I believe that Souza.
Especially after dropping him a few times.
Yeah.
In that 2nd round.
The knee to the body, that was gold. The way he did that. And for Assis to keep on going. I mean, he was tired in the 3rd round.
Yep.
And then this is all hard what he did. That shows what a real fighter he is. I love that.
Let's take a look at the replays. This was a big knee from
Beautiful,
Souza.
yeah,
That was probably the most significant moment of that 4th round.
Yeah, and that again, an overhand landed. Yeah, that got him to fight.
I agree.
Well, we're going to go get a judge's decision here.
Give it up for both of these competitors. The Battle of the Brunos lived up to the billing. But there can only be one winner. He hails out of the blue corner, Bruno the Tiger Souza.
So your winner, Bruno the Tiger Souza, after a bludgeoning 4 rounds here. He's going to head up pit side, get a word with Layla.
Souza, congratulations. Now, we saw you find success mostly in that 3rd round. When they called for the 4th, were you pleased that you were going to carry that momentum, or did exhaustion start to set in?
No, I was actually fresher in the 3rd. As you can see, I'm a slow starter. I paid for it 3 rounds. It's just too short for me. I need a 5-round fight, maybe a 6-round fight. Wait. There is a guy right here. He called himself the Pitbull. For me, he's a Chihuahua. The Tiger's coming for you, Luis. The Tiger's fucking coming for you.
Oh, so there's the question. A win over Assis is a very powerful message to send to the entire division. What's next for you?
I won the belt. That's the goal. I'm a world champion, the best in the world, you know. Bruno surprised me a little bit. He's faster than I was expecting. He's longer than I was expecting. I took a little bit longer to figure that out. But 5-round fight, that's fight for me, you know. And I'm just ready.
The first couple of rounds, we found you sort of looking to find your range and find your place. Now, do we going to see a change in you finding that place in the first and second?
Yo, yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I'm looking for. Wait, your time's gonna come. Let me finish right here. So that guy cannot take my pace. I'm just too quick for him. I'm gonna cue that.
Can you see who's across? Oh, there's a story to come. We'll follow him there. Congrats.
That fight was something very, very special. You know, we human beings have a hard time explaining complex things. Art, sports, politics, everything with our rudimentary language. So we create narratives. Bruno Souza is the flowy one. Bruno Assis is the aggressive one. But when we simplify complex things like that, we do not tell the whole story. Assis in this fight was subtle and sophisticated through the first half, and Bruno was the aggressive, ferocious one in the second half. Ultimately, they gave us a wonderful fight. The correct man won, but both men should proudly keep and wear the name of Bruno because they gave us just a fantastic fight.
Thank you, Robin. That was absolutely a fantastic fight. Let's wrap this one up, gents, as we take a look at the last of our fight replays. Bas, give us your thoughts, because it was a tale of two halves.
Yep.
You know, we thought Assis did potentially enough at the start.
Yeah, that's what I thought also. And then, you know, if you listen to Souza, he says I needed 3 rounds to figure him out. So he kind of knew also that he was just landing constantly. Everything that when he got hit, he always answered back, and everything was on the money. I think he did a great job. And for Souza, you know, that's stamina. You know, to do this in the sudden death round, so to say. That's why he won the fight now at the very end. But yeah.
And that's one of the things. You always have to prepare for championship rounds for something just like this. You have to be prepared for that 4th round.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you know, let's talk about the gutsiness, the chin, the guile of Bruno Souza. He stuck in there. He landed his shots. He came back. He figured him out, and he got the win.
And still kept that same bounce as he did in the first round in the 4th.
Yeah, absolutely in shape. I mean, look, he's called out Luis Rocha. That's a fun fight.
That's a real fun fight. And you know, if he gets pushes into the championship rounds, that's what you want to do with Rocha, because he's got a lot of muscle, and he might, hopefully for him, start running out of gas in the later rounds. But boy, if you're going to get caught, because he can hit.
Oh yeah. You want to talk power? That's our champ. Lots more to look forward to. We've got our main event coming up very shortly. Why don't you at home go ahead and take a look at an introduction to crypto Twitter.
I've been training my whole life for this moment. Getting my body ready. Getting my mind ready. And today, the final piece of the puzzle falls into place.
Karate Combat fans, I am with self-proclaimed crypto genius over here, Gabriel Haynes. Please tell me what you're doing here tonight, other than, of course, starting shit with Mike Malley.
I'm here to fuck some shit up, yeah! But other than that, Karate Combat is getting ready to introduce another exciting layer, not into their whole Karate Combat atmosphere. Not only do they have the best combat sports in America, they're introducing a crypto layer, which is going to allow the fans to engage directly with the sport in a way that was not possible before, and it's super exciting.
And Karate Combat is doing it all, very futuristic, and this is going to be very big for the future of sports. So tell me about the app launch coming up in May.
The app launch is coming up in May, and that is when the token is coming out, and the token is going to allow you to vote
on your favorite fighters, and you will be able to win some additional karate token if your fighter wins. And what's cool about it is no loss. So if you vote and your fighter loses, you don't lose any tokens. You can only win. Up only, baby.
Win-win situations. I know a lot of people in here would definitely vote on this main event tonight. And for more on this main event, check out this preview.
We're gonna have Ross Levine versus Igor de Castañeda.
Both these guys fought each other before.
Ross Levine finished Igor de Castañeda with a beautiful kick.
Igor Castañeda unhappy with the decision.
I hit him with a spinning axe kick, and my heel hurts. He was hurt.
Para mí, yo hubiese seguido.
He should be very happy that he's healthy.
Perhaps he could have been given a bit more time. Claro que quiero un rematch.
Years passed since then. These guys are new fighters.
We have a new middleweight champion, Ross Levine.
I'm here to fight everybody. I'm going to wipe the entire division clean.
This night, the best fighter in the division, Igor de Castañeda, the Iberian Bull.
Ross Levine, you might be looking at a rematch, my friend.
The fans, us, we all wanted to see this fight, and that's why this was the fight for us to make.
I'm here.
Oh, it is main event time here at Karate Combat 38. Thanks for sticking with us. We are live from Miami, Florida, and we have got a fantastic championship bout coming up here. It is our middleweight champion, Ross Levine, taking on the challenger in a rematch, Igor de Castañeda. And Bas, will start with the champion. Incredibly complete fighter is Ross Levine. He can do everything. And we mentioned it a little bit earlier. He's had 25 weeks to do nothing but think about his next fight.
And he spent those 25 weeks, he said he came in, comes in very well prepared. He also switched to southpaw stance. He said, I wanted to get very comfortable in the southpaw stance. He said, I think I'm there. So now he's going to start switching. He's a switch hitter, as they call it. He might throw in some takedowns as well. And probably lets Igor blow off some steam in the first round, since he's a heavy hitter, power hitter, and he says he wears himself out.
Yeah, I mean, when we think about Ross Levine, you know, he's incredibly well educated in the fitness game, the sport game, the psychology game. You know, he really understands where he needs to focus and improve and how to approach each bout.
You know, when you saw the finish, the way he led it uppercut and then that spinning kick, and if you see the speed on it, the accuracy. I mean, just to wrap something up like that, that's a highlight reel, and he's doing it on the money, on the button. He's got it all.
Yeah, I mean, he's got viral, you know, highlight knockouts going back years. So extremely worthy champion, of course. Wonder Boy, the challenger tonight, Igor de Castañeda. You know, he lost to Ross Levine. He came, he bounced back. Very, very strong.
Yes.
Very, very powerful. But, you know, fighting a rematch is always an interesting thing.
Oh, I know. But after coming off of that big win and big knockout his last fight, he's done all kinds of really cool stuff. He's changed in his camp. I mean, he's added swimming for his stamina. He's worked with Hector Lombard, who is a hard-hitting mamma jamma, to work on his boxing and takedowns. The guy is more than ready.
Yeah, and the cardio is something that he particularly said and was aware of that he needed to work on. I mean, you know, these title fights, it's 5 threes, and we know it can potentially go a 6th. We've seen it happen before in title fights, and you cannot be gassed at the end.
No, and Ross said it. He says, you know, if you go into the championship round, he said he never fought 5 rounds. And every fight I've seen him fight, he says he's getting tired at the end. But, like you said already, Igor knows. And he's going to come in with a boatload of stamina, so let's see what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really interesting clash here. Let's go ahead for one more time. Ask Robin Black for your thoughts, sir.
Guys, after a phenomenal night of fights, who's ready for the main event? I said, who's ready for the main event? All right, let's break this one down. We are looking at a rematch for the Karate Combat middleweight belt, and I've taken the liberty to put some video together for you to take a look. Now, Igor was known first for some of his viral knockouts, and we'll take a look back at one of these right here. Bink, ridge hand, goes wide. What he does is he draws the right hand of his opponent, gets his head off the line, under it. Even if he takes the glancing shot, he gets the ridge hand in. What did Ross Levine do? He used it against him right there. You see, he draws the right hand out, bink. lands the spinning axe kick. Watch right here. He'll draw that powerful right hand of Igor. Right here, moves out of the way, slides back, and then hits him with the right hook. Big. That's what began it. As he's now throwing the kick, he's either going to land it or make his man retreat. Falls back into the pit wall. There's that extra moment he's got to get straight. And during that moment, Ross unleashes this. The spinning axe kick all the way up and around Bink. That was the end of that fight. But right there, one more look at it. But Igor has changed since that night. Bink, right there, Ross Levine. Igor has changed. And in his last performance, that's a same thing, but now he goes jab to the body, drawing the right hand, and look how much tighter and shorter and in tight he is when he lands it on the chin. Igor has changed. Ross Levine has changed. This is a different fight. And who's ready for the main event? I said, who's ready for the main event? Enjoy the hostilities, my friends. Hit me with the head-to-head.
Ross Levine versus Igor de Castañeda.
These guys fought before. And now we have a title fight, and the story continues.
I feel like a lot of times when you see champions, they hold so tightly that world title. So in my opinion, I'm not defending my title. I'm winning another title. I'm still on the hunt.
Ross Levine is special. This guy had so many kickboxing matches, karate matches, so many titles in different organizations.
In season 3, he proved that he belongs here. Season 4 came, we gave him a tough fight.
That's Patrick to face spinning wheel kick to the head. And the Castaneda is not agreeing with the stoppage.
I hit him with a spinning axe kick, and my heel hurts. He was very hurt.
Tuvieron muy pronto. Claro que quiero un rematch.
Igor's been with us since the league existed, made his mark already in hit a few times.
There we have someone watching your fight very closely. His name is Ross Levine.
¿Quién es Ross Levine?
How do you respond to that?
We're gonna find out. Okay, I'm gonna wipe the entire division clean.
The best fighter in the division, Igor de Castañeda, the Iberian Bull.
Segundo round, sueño del Igor de 12 años, y lo tengo al alcance de la mano, y voy a dar todo de mí para lograrlo y traerlo para España.
I'm not always a huge fan of rematches, but you know, you're the champion, you don't get to choose who's next, so that's what we're gonna do.
Se paró muy rápido ese combate, así que no sé por qué dice que no tiene que dar revancha.
Now it's just an opportunity for us to go in and, again, whenever the opportunity presents itself, put him away.
Solo te hago, sinceramente.
If he's still focused on what happened in that last fight, then he's in a lot of danger moving forward.
Me faltó respeto, ahora se lo voy a faltar yo.
We're gonna break him down, let him self-destruct, and then we'll take him out.
Y sueño con ese KO, creo que puedo hacerlo.
I'm gonna be hard to stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event. It is a middleweight contest. Our first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, hails from Spain. He is the Iberian Bull, Igor de Castañeda.
So we welcome first the challenger from Spain, the Iberian Bull, Igor de Castañeda, of course, coming off that massive knockout win versus Franklin Mina. He said he's got no injuries, he's in perfect condition, and he is ready to move from 3 to 5 rounds here tonight.
And his opponent, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he represents the United States. Welcome, Ross Turbo Levine!
Welcome to the middleweight champion, Turbo Ross Levine. Of course, he won that belt versus Shaheen Atimov. There you go. Join us on social media, Karate Combat. Show us a fight to remember. Hashtag KC38. Get involved. June 25th, 2022 was the last time Ross Levine entered the Karate Combat pit. And when I tell you he has been chomping at the bit, that is an understatement. He's been angling for a fight every single show we've had since. Tail of the tape here, Igor de Castaneda, the Iberian Bull, 35 years old. Mixed record coming into this one, but he is coming off that fantastic knockout. He's also got a couple of others, like over the likes of George Perez. Champion Ross Levine, in impeccable shape as always. He is undefeated here. Wins over Andrei Grinovich, the win over Igor de Castaneda, and of course Shaheen Atomov as well. He said he felt the first time out, he took away the will from Igor de Castaneda. And he said he can push and wear the opponent down. He's going to do that again tonight.
And now what we've all been waiting for. Fighters, it's now time to enter the pit.
Your referee for this one is Mark Goddard. Remember, download the free Karate Combat app on May 10th. Vote on your favorite fighters. Play to win more karate tokens. Up Only Gaming, there is no purchase required.
I love the intimidation from
What are you
both.
gonna say?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, baby. Ross Levine, the champion black pants. Igor de Castaneda in the white pants. And straight out to it. 5 3-minute rounds if they need them. Josh Palmer, Bass Root, and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Pit side here for you tonight in Miami.
Nice check from Ross.
Yeah, that was a solid.
He smiled at the end of that. He knew that one stung.
Yep. Put that chin out. Constantly cutting him off.
Yeah, champion with the center of the pit at the moment. A lot of feints, a lot of fast twitch.
Oh, yeah. At this level, every little movement that you make could be, taken advantage of. So these guys are definitely on par.
You see Levine moving to southpaw here. He said that's one of the things that they've worked on these last 29 weeks is actually getting a really good, complete set of techniques from southpaw.
Bang Muay Thai. That's what he said. Flipped it around.
Still cagey here, trying to figure out the timing. De Castaneda missing early. Oh, that's a good right hand, though.
Yeah.
Made the champion think.
We know that he can knock people out.
Well, that's it. I mean, you can't play games with someone with that much power. You've got to be a little bit wary.
Guys like that, because they land it over and over again, they know how to land it, and they can find ways to do it. So you cannot be off guard for a freaking second here.
Again, Levine's, he can grind, he can wear fighters down. He said it's the constant pressure and making them think that does it. And we're starting to see that already.
What it is, he doesn't allow his opponent to back off and rest. He's always a presence in front of them, which keeps them on guard, and that's exhausting. Keeps them fainting, keeps them reacting to little things here and there. Nice right hand from
Can't
De
breathe nice
Castaneda.
and freely because he's constantly under pressure.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Switching to southpaw again. Good shots from De Castaneda, though.
Yeah.
And he's calling Levine on, but he's getting backed up here. And we know Levine is deadly if he can force the opponent against the pit wall.
That was a pass.
Very close.
The slightly extended amount of time it takes for someone to get up off the pit wall. Levine knows he can exploit that with the big power techniques.
The calmness of Ross is very interesting. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of fight where, 5 rounds, they can afford to be a bit patient at the start.
Yes.
Levine knows he wants to go to championship rounds. And that is the first one in the books. Let's take a look at some of the replays here, and that was a good shot from De Castaneda.
Yeah, because Castaneda, he also said in the training, he worked on his emotions. And because he knows, of course, it's 5 rounds, and normally he throws out a lot of power. We were talking about it in the opening of the fight. So, and he's showing it.
Yes.
He's holding back, being relaxed, waiting, but trying to find a hole in Levine's game, right? It's,
And then
it's hard.
Every mover that Ross makes is so calculative. You know what I'm saying? The flinches, getting his opponent to lean in with the jab, and then countering back with that lead leg round kick to the body.
It's slow.
Interestingly, neither one of them
It's slower every round.
Neither one of them
Let's go.
taking the stool here in the corner. They're both playing the gamesmanship. Levine's like, I'm not touching gloves.
No.
Yeah, I mean, once is enough, I think, in the champion's mind.
Yeah.
He's here to work.
Plus, he just saw the video, and he goes, I don't like it. He said, so he goes, okay. Let's not like each other. The good thing is, after this is settled, it's settled.
Yep.
That's always in fighting.
Unless we end up 1-1 and have to run it back for a third.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yep.
Again, twitches and feints from Levine. Big, fast wheel kick from the Spaniard.
Expect something like that back. Oh, so monkey see, monkey do, right?
Fade it out, yeah.
Yep.
Good jab.
Oh, that was a big right hand. Okay, he slipped it, but you gotta watch out for that power.
Oh, yeah. If you notice that De Castaneda is not looping that right hand anymore. It's going straight down the pipe.
Yeah, work on it.
Harder to counter. Harder to counter.
And that was also jab to the body with a hook to the top.
Right.
He starts throwing combinations together. That together with his incredible heart makes him a dangerous fighter.
How do you feel about the volume of offense from the champion so far?
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Every time he takes a step in, Ross is throwing that kick to the body. But the countering ability, I think, is where he's going to be more successful, because I know De Castaneda's got the longer reach. You got to hit him before he brings his hands back.
So again, De Castaneda having to be on the back foot a little bit, but that's good work to push the champ back.
The feinting, the little movements. Body shot.
As he was leaning back.
Yep. He sees those things. Nice job there by Castaneda. That jab was nice.
About a minute left here in this second round.
Nice knee.
Good body kick on the end.
Look at him. He's cutting off the
Cuts
pit.
him off constantly.
Yes.
Love that.
That's what I love about it. He goes the other way. Ross switches sides and says, okay, I can move this way too.
Yeah. Just putting the hands out left and right, the distractions, the little feints.
Ooh,
Nice.
beautiful
Angle
timing.
change.
And a relaxed calf as well.
Big ground and pound from Levine.
Little half a step angle change set him up perfectly for that low calf kick.
Yeah, very, very clean indeed. Final 10 seconds here. That's going to do it for this one.
Let's see.
See if we can
I like
listen
to keep
into the
landing
corners
it.
here.
Those desperation things are coming out now, right? Slow down your breathing for a second. That calf kick is there too, right? Needs to come in. Jake, what are you seeing? Yeah. So we got a little response. You touch, you pull, you went big. That's where you're gonna find that big kick. You want to touch and pull? Okay, then you're just gonna sit in and out of the
So
footwork.
interestingly, the corner of Ross Levine saying to him the desperation things are starting to come out. Do you feel that's the case for Igor De Castaneda?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't
quite
know.
yet.
Yep. Nope.
Not yet. Not yet. He's going to have to do a little bit more to bring that out of him, but he's keeping his calm. He's looking much better than the first time they fought. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
So straight into the third round here.
Ooh, good counter jab by Ross Levine.
Yeah, Levine working that jab, switching to southpaw here, hands dropping.
Oh, the movement's a little different from Ross this round. He's on his toes a little more.
Yes, like he said, decided to start fighting now almost.
Yeah, it's always an interesting tactic because you take too long to settle into the fight and you give up a couple of rounds early by the small margins. You're giving yourself a bit of a deficit, but it's very, very close through the first 6 minutes.
That was a greatly timed left hand, lunging left hand by Ross Levine.
Oh, look at that. Just looking to pull the guard away.
Control the whole time.
I feel like Ross is trying to draw out that right hand to counter.
And he thinks he's taking, I mean, he said to us, you know, he was very aware he took his will, which I thought was an interesting bit of gamesmanship from Ross.
Oh, that low cat kick. That makes me hurt.
Oh, and he's got him backed up.
Oh,
big
right
right to the body.
What is that? Stop pushing the head right to the side and go with the body shot.
Coaches are saying pressure, pressure, pressure.
Well, that's it. You know, we spoke at length with him about putting someone back on the wall, and what an opportunity that was. Oh, and he lands a big left. And that has ended this one. Ross Levine remains the Karate Combat middleweight champion.
Wow.
The way he knew it. He felt it.
That was the fastest counter. It was like he knew exactly what he was doing.
That was not stopping the uppercut too. It was so fast.
It's like you said, it was almost like he suddenly decided to stop fighting.
Yeah, that's really how it came out, right? He says, okay, this is about to get it over with.
And Igor de Castaneda is still stretched out against the wall here. He's going to get up slowly.
Nice.
That was good, dude.
Unbelievable.
Getting some words from the champion, Ross Levine. I mean, look, I'm sure Layla will ask him about it. That's 29 weeks of pent-up energy coming out right there.
Wow. Everything was so calculative leading up to this point right now. He knew he could take it away in this round. You could tell it by the way he moved, the way he came out. Had a little more pep in his step.
It was just more decisive, more, you know, more vicious.
First 2 rounds, he just kind of felt him. Just felt him out a little bit. You know, that's all he needed to calculate and to kind of, you know, figure out what he needed to do, calculated it up, and executed.
You said it when he came out. He says he looks completely different.
Yes.
You know, it's like, okay. Dude, scary reflexes.
So Ross Levine puts an exclamation point on his second bout with Igor de Castaneda. Looking forward to seeing the replays. Let's have a look here.
Good liver shot.
Liver shot. That was beautiful. And he knew. He just walked it up.
Boom.
Stiff leg.
Right across the chin. Right across the chin.
Whatever.
He made sure that he was not getting up from that one.
Yeah, walk-off knockout as you like it. Clean left hook. Look at that. As the hands drop to come in, he beat him to the punch.
He
What
did.
a reaction.
He did. What I love is the IQ that Ross has. Not only that, but the experience this guy has had in the martial arts. Have you ever sparred one of those guys? It's almost like they know what you're going to do before you do it.
It's the worst.
Perfect right there.
That's it.
He read him like a book.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and get the champion's hand raised one more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winner by knockout out of the red corner, Ross Turbo Levine.
Ross Levine gets his big gold belt once again from our league president, Adam Kovac.
Who's going to beat him?
It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to have to be some serious 185er, but we will do our best to find them for you. Nope. And he's going to head down into the center of the pits.
Ross, congratulations. So we've put a few disputes to bed today, haven't we? I heard you just pointing at the camera there. Tell us, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying this is my house. I'm too much for these guys. I'm so far ahead. I'm so far ahead, and I'm getting so much better. You guys are only seeing a piece of what I'm capable of.
Now, you're saying you're so far ahead and we've only seen a piece, but that was actually really evident to us in the first round. You started dropping your hands. Were you dropping them in purposely to bait him in for the counter, or because this is just too easy for you?
No, nothing we do in here is easy. And anybody that steps in the pit is an absolute warrior. There's nothing against him at all. He's got great coaches. His head coach is an awesome K1 champion, and he does his homework, but can't change your DNA.
And so what does the future hold for you?
Well, I was hoping for a couple different outcomes tonight to kind of see where the pieces fall, but Coach, boss, Adam, I might be on the shelf for a little bit because we need some more depth in this division. But middleweights, bring it to Karate Combat. If you like to strike, let's get in here, right? We need more people in here. But before I say anything else, the one person I absolutely need to thank over anything, my wife, is... I've been doing this. I thought I was going to fight in December. Then I thought January, February, and then now we're here at the end of March, early April 1st. She missed Christmas, New Year's. We had a little bit of Valentine's Day. We got a couple of dates coming, hon. I love you so much. Thank you for being the absolute rock in my life. Thank you so much. Andrew, happy birthday. Where's my boy? Happy birthday. Josh, congrats on your baby. I love everybody. Brooklyn, stand up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your middleweight champion, Ross Levine.
That was not a one-punch knockout. I mean, I know you saw it with your eyes. You threw the left hook, and the man went down. But the story of that fight was not that punch. That was the consequence of the story of fight. Ross disassembled this man using mental pressure. Mental pressure. That's what fatigued him. Then he continued to go to the body, the left hook to the body, drew his attention down, and then he slammed the door with the left knuckles. Ross is one of the great martial artists on planet Earth. And for all of us, it is an honor and a privilege to get to watch this man fight. Thank you, Ross Levine.
Well, thank you, Robin Black, and thank you, Ross Levine, for a lovely highlight reel knockout there. Bas Wonderboy, give us your closing thoughts on the champion's performance.
It's like I'm thinking, who can beat this guy? He was complete, total domination, total control. Knew exactly what he was going to do, where the opponents were going to be.
He was out there playing. He was out there having a good time, and you could see it.
Yep.
When he got serious, he felt his opponent out first, second round, but when he started moving, the way he started bouncing, I knew it was going to be over.
Do you think he needed those first two rounds to figure out? Or do you think he wanted to try and just wear Castaneda out a little bit?
No, what I think it was his opportunity to kind of feel out what has this guy been working on, what's in his head. So those little feints that you saw him do out there, he was calculating that. He knew what was coming. Every little feint told Ross Levine what the Castaneda was thinking. Third round, he finally calculated it up and executed his finish.
Yeah, we've had look, that was a great fight. As you said, Bas, it's going to be interesting to find who we can get for our champion, Ross Levine. I'm sure Adam Kovac and the guys in the back office are going to do their best to put that together. We've had a great night of fights here in Miami.
Oh, man, it was crazy. I mean, we saw some crazy fights. I mean, this fight was unbelievable. But the Brunos, that was an unbelievable fight.
Fight of the night.
He did nice. Melinda Fabian, I mean, she was walking in constantly coming forward. The new guy, Shazib
as well, and Hadrabayev as well. You know,
Kenny Grillan,
James Vick with the win tonight as well.
Yeah, so a lot to build from for this event. We're of course building towards May the 20th. We're going to be back here in Miami, Florida. Join us for the next event. That, of course, is following the launch of our Karate token on May the 10th. Go ahead, hit up karate.com, get your allocation all for free. Up-only gaming, no way to lose. Join us again next month for more Karate Combat.